5. CJ, can you still hear us?
CJ?
Does not bode well.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe she just can't respond.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
There you go.
CJ. Give me a second.
Just going for one.
Yeah, just for now.
If you guys are talking to me, I cannot hear you. I just hear mumbling.
Oh no, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We were kind of just mumbling there for a second.
We weren't really talking.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now? Like, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, oh shit. Can you hear me now?
Good.
I just have to turn my AC down so I can hear you through my phone. I'm about to hit the highway, so hopefully not too much longer.
Don't hit it too hard.
Ha.
No, but for real though.
Laugh at that.
I'm trying to protect my friend. Hello? Ah!
Excellent.
Now we gotta play the game.
Classic.
Okay.
Okay, friends. Welcome. Don't Trust Me 92.
What a good year 92 was.
You weren't alive, you freaking.
That's what made it so good.
Hey,
It was a simple
we got to it before Fulton could say it.
Fuck you guys, that's my self-deprecating joke. I'm allowed to talk about not wanting to exist in this world. Fulton, I'm trying to listen to the adults play humor games.
Throw the stack of dice at you.
That was a 2 on my D4. I don't
Uh,
use a D4 for fucking anything.
Alright, previously on Don't Trust Me. The raging onslaught through the Black River continues as our heroes continue careening through the terrible storm on Rossitalo Airways. Through a series of twists, turns, men overboard, surprise bird people, and severely close calls, the ship blasts out of the remaining stretch of the storm and crashes down into Assembly territory. As everyone reconvenes, Dogma settles his deal with the group, agreeing to drop the party close to where he last encountered Henri. Maud and Chiz attempt to separate and see if Henri still maintains control over him, to which Chizamar is greeted with a deadly threat from his once ally against all his friends. The evening is concluded with a discussion between within the dreamscape versions of Silence and Henri, ending with an eerie threat from the quiet night. Alright.
Could we really call Andre an ally or ever have been an ally?
Listen, for me personally, definitely former ally.
Okay.
Man brought me back to life. He at least gets to sit as an ally for a little while.
Gets to sit at the ally table.
He does.
Okay, so we have long rested.
You good?
I'm just dying. Don't mind me.
Holy shit. Okay, so we have long rested. Good.
Dante and Fulton are CPR certified, so we'll be fine.
So I'm certified doesn't mean I want to do it.
Or that it'll work.
No, it'll work.
Depends on the
Well, I
illness.
did do the training with Fulton. I'm not sure it'll work. He didn't want to practice on the dummy.
I don't need to.
Okay, I'm ready.
I get things staying alive in my head.
You can practice on me all you want.
Let's do it.
You can cough more than twice, you know. It'll probably help get it out.
Just start your thing.
I'm trying to
It's
use
not the number, it's the depth. You gotta really get air past the diaphragm.
the diary frames. The diary of frames.
What? No, there's nothing. Move on.
So where we left off, I assume we were all kind of going off to our own for the rest of the night.
Bad.
Okay.
Sleep.
Bad.
I need at least like a 1 hour cat nap and I'm good.
So I'm assuming the ship is still intact here, more or less.
The ship is
That's
not...
a good cue.
Like,
We didn't break
we're
up
gonna go
upon
off to bed.
re-entry.
Go off to bed where? Didn't the ship, like, crash land on the other side of the
Does it have structural integrity?
Fine.
Did we pull a Star Wars
Did we
episode
fly
3
off the
and die?
ship into a net or something?
Yeah, you guys...
That'd be cool.
That would have happened as the ship was going into the sand, and the ship is designed to go into the sand.
Okay.
So, while you guys went in at a great speed, you were caught in as you were thrown into the sand at the same speed the ship was going.
No breaking up upon re-entry.
I mean, the damage that has been delivered to the ship hasn't been completely discussed to you. All you know is that you made it over. And Dogma's like, alright, wait, we are done Go out about your whatever ways you go about. What you know now is that you are currently heading in the direction of where Henri woke up and was freed from Henri's control. It's going to drop you off there. It's the ship currently in movement. Is there anything anybody wants to do for the night, or are you all just retiring for now after a successful flight?
After dying twice, Beckett is not talking to anyone, just walking straight to his room and like just collapsing on the nearest soft thing.
Sure enough, you enter into this sweet room of yours. You see in the area this like kind of sweat-stained bed where this little gnome is just passed out into the fabric of the sheet, and pass by that if you can make it through the smell. You eventually reach your bed and just fall down. Easy enough.
Fully collapse into bed. Don't even worry about shutting off lights or like closing the door, so people just walk in and see me just like face down, just.
I feel like he should have to make a Constitution saving throw if he wants to go to sleep in that room.
I wasn't in that room.
Oh, okay.
You said to walk past
Walk
that.
past it.
Oh, right. Well, and also you did literally, previous character, but still shared a room with him.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
What do you mean by previous character mod? That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Nah, this was.
My immersion.
I'm never going to do a neutral character voice again. It's been disastrous.
Anyone else or everyone else doing the same exact thing?
Are we below ground or are we still kind of riding?
We're below ground at
Okay.
this point.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'm heading back to my room probably.
Okay.
I'm making sure that whatever Chismar does, that I'm not letting him far from my sight.
Now looking at Ma, do you have anything you want to do before you go to bed?
I usually like to pee before bed. That's about it.
I just meant more like, do you have any activities to do, or can we go to bed?
I just said I like to pee before bed.
Well, okay, well
That's
that
only
can,
an activity.
that can be done within a 10-foot proximity of each other inside the suite.
Okay.
I'm more like, did you just have to like fuck off and gallivant anywhere? Or do you want to go back to the suite?
Dude, I turned into a bird today. I kind of want to go to bed.
No.
Same, brother. Mod and I are going to bed.
Dude, I need to go air out my cloaca.
Ew.
I don't like that.
I intentionally did that as you were taking a drink. You're welcome.
That's better than any joke I've made in this fucking campaign.
I don't like that.
Mon turned back hours ago at this point, but it's whatever.
I don't think you have one to air out anymore.
You don't know what parts I didn't change back.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, going to bed. I want all my stuff back.
Churchill, you make your way back to your stateroom. There's a figure already caught it up in the area opposite of where you normally are bunked. The figure that sits in his cot has arms like fully bandaged up with kind of like it's like soaked in sweat, and it's like kind of maintaining as like a kind of something that keeps swelling down. It's not something rudimentary, but his arms hang over and he just eyes wide staring up at the ceiling, and he tilts the head over. Churchill. Good job.
Yeah, it was interesting.
The view of the storm. Was it worth all of this?
I ran away from this place years ago. Crossed that damn desert river in the desert and risked my life only to end up back where I started. I don't know if I'd say it's worth it. But we're alive. I suppose at this point that's worth something.
I expected such an answer. Do you really think our circumstances have changed, or is dogma over his head?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think he's in over his head, but I think this group that we picked up out there is both the catalyst and the counterbalance of that.
I think they mean well, but they
mean well.
they
But
mean
they have no idea what they're doing.
they put more in danger than they believe. How lucky we are that no one died.
And that kind of tilts his head back and closes his eyes.
This group. You are done with them, no?
I think I need a night to sleep on that. I'm certainly done with something, but I don't know what side yet.
And a beat passes over.
Believe that you make the right choice and it is the right one. So stand by your words.
And then the hulking fellow falls asleep.
Yeah, that's the problem. Church will light up a cigarette and lounge in her bed for a bit until that's done and then go to bed.
It's kind of hard to tell whether it's just from the adrenaline that's still coursing through many people's veins here, of how difficult your sleep was. While sleep does eventually reach you all, reaching that point and that stasis in your bodies of relaxation doesn't come easy. It feels like the wind is still pushing past you even now. The ship still moves. You just are on the right side of it this time. Nevertheless, morning comes. You don't see any sunlight from your status, but enough time passes that you're all able to find your bearings again. Go ahead and heal yourselves, Jesus.
Thank God.
I really thought you said just go ahead and kill yourself.
Can you remind me when I get there, or someone that has my character sheet access?
Yeah.
I think all of you might.
I got you.
Spells.
Okay.
I'm about to pass the log, so I'm almost there.
Oh. You guys awaken? Reconvene at some point, I assume.
Were you holding your breath the whole time?
That's just how
Do we
they
have
get
morning
the
cocaine?
The same amenities that have always been presented are available in your stateroom. If you really want to do a bump this early in the morning, I'll make you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Buddy, is there any other way to start the
It's
day?
the best way to wake up.
Like
Typically,
a
OJ and
honestly.
toast is pretty good for me.
Listen, Constitution is at my best saving throw, so I will get mileage out of it. It's 14.
14 is not bad.
I was excited for that one.
I
Are you
was waiting for
sleeping
the
like
two.
at the foot of Maud's bed?
Curled up.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's not Quincy Kitty, man. He doesn't fucking sleep in other
I am not
people's
at the foot of Maud's bed. I will begrudgingly say canonically Chismar does prefer to sleep sometimes in curled up positions.
Okay.
Aw.
Like a person like sometimes likes to just sleep on their side. The equivalent of sleeping on their side for Chismar is sleeping in
Okay,
a ball.
she's chasing a light. Get her out of here.
Do you do big stretches
On you go.
whenever you get up?
Yes. Oh, you're asking Fulton. Okay.
I stretch like any person stretches when they wake up.
Okay.
But like on the floor
He's
with
not
your
gonna
paws
talk.
out in front of you?
No. No, I just stand up and
This
stretch.
is really Ember. This is really racially insensitive.
It is. But we established last time that Ember was a bit of a racist.
She's just gonna come back.
That was like a year ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, fair enough. No, yes, I would like to wake up, do a very small pump of coke, just like smelling salts, and then go from there.
What's the Chismar? What's the purpose of this? Or is this just habit?
Of the what? Pump of coke?
Yeah, that.
So that is really it's just sometimes I find myself having an occasional hard time waking up in the morning from a while back. I have a hard time waking up in the morning. And so eventually, I don't seek it out. If I'm home at the farm, it's coffee. But I have found that if placed in front of me and I have access to it, cocaine works wonders. So you just do one quick bump, pop a weight, you're good for the day.
Yeah. Get a temporary +1 to your charisma and an added 5 feet of movement speed.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
We'll see what happens when it wires off.
Buddy, we're not going to talk
That's
about
only
that.
gonna be an hour.
It's the when it wears off, you do sometimes have a problem.
Yeah, what are the withdrawal effects? Because like I assume that you just have a huge crash.
Just you're not having a good time.
Yeah.
You get a little tired, but it's fine.
Okay. In the morning, assuming you guys reconvene.
Yeah.
Yeah. After inquiring about the
I made a
morning
bunch
bone.
of breakfast food. Like I made just pancakes, eggs, bacon.
Hell yeah.
I'll have all the bacon and eggs you have.
Everything.
Not actually.
Let's go! Jeez.
I'm eating my pancake. Calm the fuck down.
No, just people just fucking light. Like, fucking go!
Okay.
Sorry, continue.
You're good.
I will ask. As we wake up here, I'm assuming we don't have church with us as we wake up?
Church would still be in their stateroom.
It's Sunday, my dude.
I'll be eventually. The two of you guys are gonna head down to raggle up the stragglers.
I assume. I guess as we reconvene here, I guess the first basis of do we want to discuss next steps? Do we just want to have kind of a day? If we discuss next steps, I just want to see if church wants to be a part.
Can we have half a day? Can we at least have half a day?
I mean, if we want to spend the morning, everyone get a fuck around, do what they want, reconvene around lunch, so we can, talk business, we can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
I want to get up, have breakfast, take an after breakfast nap because I'm so full and tired.
You just woke up.
And what did I just say?
It just.
Do you never have brunch and then immediately want to take a nap?
No, I have my breakfast and do my chores.
The character that's literally 45 minutes away from the hardest cocaine crash from actual complaining about the idea of an after breakfast nap is some ironies that I love.
Listen, if 45
It's laced their shit. Crazy stuff, man.
in 45 minutes, unbeknownst to Chisholm, he is about to be the biggest hypocrite in the fucking room.
Yeah.
I thought it was already, but...
Chisholmore being a hypocrite? Nah.
Oh.
Life would be easy if you guys would fuck off.
Alright. If you
Yeah,
don't
that's my
want to,
vote. If we can, reconvene this afternoon or evening.
Okay.
and you'd be able to convey that to is eventually in the morning, your door is opened up, your stateroom door is opened up, and church and Jormungand are there to fetch you.
Hello.
Pancakes?
Everybody ready to leave?
I am.
What's the idea here?
Well, you are at your destination.
Oh.
Wasn't that the plan?
Church walks over, grabs a pancake, strips the toppings, rolls it up into a burrito.
Puts it
Chisholm
in
just
his
gives you
pocket.
a look, you're just like,
Jormungand rubs his temple.
If you need time
I just
to
did. I thought this was going to be a longer trip to this location. I think it was just like an overnight thing.
we travel overnight pretty fast. We use
I know.
a lot of momentum from jump.
Cool.
I suppose there probably was a lot of leftover kinetic energy that they had to blow through.
Either way,
I'm not a
we will
business guy, I'm a politics guy.
spend your morning to your device. We will gather up your carriages and your animals or supplies and bring them to departure. Meet with us whenever. Churchill, you staying or attending to the rest?
I'll linger a bit.
Right.
And the figure languidly walks off. So the group's together, and you see Amba sitting on his cot, just kind of rubbing his eyes.
How you doing?
And he gets in and looks up at you, and his eyes are just bloodshot. And
He looks like
Aw.
he's aged 5 years. He's
I
like,
put a line of coke on my hand and just hold it up to him.
Jesus.
I'm fine, thank you.
But how do you know unless you know?
Fair enough.
Well, now you got this bump. What are you gonna do with it?
I thought Bob was
Well,
going for it.
Nope. Why don't we give it to Fauna while he's asleep? It'd be
On
really
the fucking
funny.
street.
I'll say, is
Well, I'm
Fuzzy,
outside,
is
so I
Fuzzy
will be
awake
in
or
a
just still
moment.
asleep?
Okay, see you in a sec, CJ.
Fuzzy's still pretty dead. He's just snoring loudly. You just hear him.
I go over and kick him.
Goddamn.
Decisions are being made. Get over here.
I'll hold some coke under his nose.
Oh fuck yeah!
Bring it closer, Jesus. Wait, oh.
I'm assuming Fauna sleeps in the nude.
He's in beefy hands. So. You know, I was gonna say, I never thought about that. That is a very good assumption to have. That's a very good assumption to have. He's got the nipple hairs that grow into the patch in the middle that just go straight down to the goods.
Yeah.
Just as he just woke up,
Big
cock
fully out.
big red and brown bushes under both of his armpits,
horrible.
and just wherever on his arms and legs that aren't covered in scars are just patches of horrible hair as well. Rolls around.
I hate this man.
What's up, bitch?
Hey!
Roll death save.
Oh shit. Already?
Yeah, you already got 2. If you roll a 9 or lower, you're dead.
Oh, well, just kill me.
Yeah.
Wow. Why is it salty?
Was what salty?
Woo!
And this is why you do the cocaine to wake up in the morning.
And you wake up and you see, as he starts to try to power himself up, like jump a little bit, the rings around his arms shine bright, and he goes, "Argh." And just a stream of red meat comes out of his ears and his nose.
Oh,
His
no.
eyes just kind of darken a bit.
I love you, buddy, but that is not
Do you want to
attractive.
sip vanilla or this ice?
Yeah, sorry.
That, no,
I'm sweaty.
I'll clean it up later.
Well, one step closer to getting out of this shit show.
Are we?
Well, you tell me. You're the one that brought me over here. I'm assuming you have some sort of grand scheme. Unless we're still flying by our bootstraps here. Or garter belts and stocks.
Does shit show and extend to the city? Because if we're getting out of that, I'm also interested in your guys' plan.
You're gonna come with us?
Merrick,
Depends on if you're planning on leaving the city.
the plan is to get everybody back overseas. I know a way how. I know where all the gates are, especially the ones in Malandar. That is my top priority for you. The business I have to deal with will be mine.
Don't we need to find the other Arknights before we just fuck
That
up?
is- however quickly you want to do your business is your business. I have nothing to do with your mission. I only promised I'd save you.
Also, are we at the place to try to fight Henri? Isn't
No.
that where they
That,
took
that's
us?
our current stuff. If we're making a Rolodex of shit to take care of, I just want to deal with that fucking asshole. And then after that, I'm kind of a wild card free agent on whatever shell shit you guys got going on.
Well, I would prefer if we rescued my comrades.
Do you know where they are?
No, I don't know where they are.
Well,
I haven't been with them this entire time.
hey man,
The whole trip, they've been separating us, moving us from outpost to outpost, embassy to embassy. We've been going through so many different... until suddenly I'm like this.
It makes sense for them to all be in separate locations.
Well, yeah. Separating us was the smartest thing we could have done.
does it feel like when they've separated? Just to start us off on a little bit of a tangent here. Does it feel like when they've separated you, there's been any rhyme or reason to the location stops, or it seems like they're just trying to mix you all around?
It's bureaucracy, hell.
place is under so little management that no one heard of an order before the next one came in.
That is the danger of more bureaucratic governmental systems. Is the more rules and regulations they put in place, the more red tape you have to jump through, and then it causes other issues. I digress.
No, I'm a general. I know how it works.
Don't get him started.
That's why I said I digress.
Is this a tirade you go on often, Garfield?
Amber just not.
That's hella racist, man.
That's so funny.
That is racist.
No,
How's that racist?
no, not because he's black. Because he's a cap. You're not black, are you?
Okay, first off, would that be a problem if I was?
I'm pretty sure he's like a
You answer first.
I'm not.
You first.
No, all this being considered, does it feel like to put all of our orders of business upon the table, either for personal or group necessity and means, it feels like one thing, like on the list of shit to take care of, like obviously I want Andre's head on a fucking spike. We apparently need to find some gates in Malandar to go back across for you yahoos. We need to apparently locate some Arc Knights, which I'm keep my opinion
And
out
more
of
importantly, we need to do this sooner rather than later.
that. Which part on that list is the soonest? The entire
As
list?
soon as getting you out of the city.
Fair enough.
We need to get you out of there as soon as possible.
Fair enough.
Why?
Because it's hell.
You
What she said.
see Amba kind of hesitate. You mean you don't want to stay there, do you?
That's where I grew up.
Well, let me just be very clear. You don't want to stay there.
What if we can make changes there to make it better?
Okay, listen. I'm.
That's what they're doing for their entire goddamn country. We can't do it for one fucking city.
Okay,
Listen.
First off, I didn't know that's what they were doing for their goddamn country. Secondly, you know me. I'm all for making drastic, dramatic political change and installing different forms of government.
I'm not
I'm all
even saying
here for it.
political. I'm saying just someplace where I can be left the fuck alone.
I mean, we
Heck,
can
it's-
broach that subject.
I trust you'll take this in enough trust between us to know that I mean you with the best interest. Maybe Malandar isn't the place for you.
You might get upset at that.
But maybe the Legion isn't the best place for us either.
Not necessarily the assembly. Wherever you... We can't stay in the city long. Very important.
But like, other than it just being bad, like why?
You just have to believe me. Okay?
Okay.
Right? Like we're friends here. I promise I'd save you. Freya can vouch for me. I'm cool now.
I mean, you've never been
Sometimes.
cool, but
Yeah, well, you wet the bed.
Except when you
Hey.
turn all, except when you turn all scary,
Still?
then you're not cool.
no, not
I mean,
still.
like, teleport away and stuff.
There's something useful I can do. But I'll tell you this. Maybe something. Now that we're here, I had a specific role in the whole scheme against the Arc Knights, the leaders, the captains. Could transport around for contingencies, of course, but my role was to. And he looks over at Fauna. I am to kill the captain.
I point at Fauna and look at him like,
Then he looks over, so he's like, how do you think you can do that? I have the means. Me and Aramel. We figured it out. But when that happens, none of that matters now. I'm not with them, I'm not with anyone. I'm on my own team. But the Lanterns are still at large, and their plans for Malandar and the rest of the world are still in play, despite my allegiance. We cannot stay in Malandar any longer than we have to.
It sounds to me like Malandar isn't necessarily the place to stay until we solve the larger issue.
So instead, we go back to the Legion where they want to kill people that look like us. That seems like a great idea.
Listen, I'm just there's a lot of different variations of opinions going on here. All very valid. Everyone should deserve to be heard. I'm just gonna toss this out here. We solve these problems a little bit in a lightly linear order. And I mean, all I'm gonna say is, you know, I'll put this ball in your court, technically our court, technically maybe our court, whatever the fuck we want to do here. Don't have to go back across with them.
It's fair.
You can tell them to fuck off.
Do
In
whatever you
East
want.
End. Like, not saying that that's what we'll end up doing in the end. I'm saying there's nothing we need to behold ourselves to in this moment in time. We need to behold ourselves to in this moment in time is just solving our issues. Is killing Jackass McGee, if you all would help, I would appreciate it. I know it's more of my thing, but would like to help.
The guy in your
I mean, I think that as much as I love spending time with you, Chismar, I think that would be mutually beneficial.
Yeah, I'd really like to be able to take a shit without you within 10 feet of me.
You don't shit that loud. Don't be self-conscious about it.
It's more just a
It
general
does
habit.
smell that though.
Nonetheless,
Most
secondly,
Sure.
it's figuring out how many Archknights we can find over here, and then I mean, even beyond that, we can make the decision on who all leaves Malandar when we need to leave Malandar.
I agree with Chismar that we need all the help that we can get.
Stay unified while solving the problems over here, and then when it comes to the moment in time, we need to make a decision as quickly as we can, within reason, to leave. Then we can decide who all fucks off.
Burn that bridge when we get there.
Burn. Well,
The expression it's
Not
cross,
quite.
not burn.
you're
Sorry.
thinking with fireballs.
I should have worn that shirt.
Oh man.
Nonetheless, that's just my point. So, it's good to get the ideas out in the open. Gets us all thinking, gets the brains moving. But I don't think we should. We're putting, for some of these problems, we're putting the cart before the horse.
I've bought in us plenty of time, in my opinion. I think we should be able to get our tasks done as long as we hopefully wrap it up within a week or so. But any longer than that, we might need to cut our losses.
Reevaluate in a week.
I can't. If you're going to stay on my side, I can't hide it from you. In a few weeks from now, maybe sooner, Malandar will no longer be a place.
Why?
We tend to destroy it. And we have the means to do so instantly.
When you say we, you mean the Grey Coats?
Me and Erno.
As a means to what end?
Are you just destroying the city, or are you killing people within it?
It's to show both sides, the Assembly and the Legion. I don't know, but there was something about a greater enemy.
It's a terrorist attack, is what you're saying.
We're trying to create a new world order, and to do that we need to show the world that there's a greater thing to fight against.
There's a movie I saw
What,
once
you?
I think
that
I just
wanted to
get up and
create a
leave.
new world order.
We just walk out of the room.
Don't you understand? I don't want that anymore.
I'm not listening to a word he's saying.
Heck it!
Are you just like walking on?
Give him a minute. You did just basically said you're gonna wipe his home off the face of the planet.
I.
I'm not saying you don't have remorse when you say that. I'm just saying.
That's not
Context.
me anymore.
So wait, is this something that Airmail still going to do?
So are you saying you don't want to do it, but Airmail's gonna do it?
He's made a breakthrough. He's recreated the Sojin.
He's uncovered some sick new genocide tech.
That's what he was working on.
Honestly, you know who? I mean, you guys, if anyone, this group here would know it better than anyone. You're the one that destroyed our power source, the superconverter.
So now we need to stop Airmail?
No, I mean, you
saw the town, right? The state it's in. What do you think put it in that spot in the first place? Centuries ago, the Red Angel produced a Sojin that stopped an invasion, but in so decimated a city of great size.
So you found a way to recreate this.
Aramil has. It's untested, but he's brilliant. I've traveled back. I've argued with him.
So let me get this straight. He's unearthed this technology to destroy the city so that the world can know that there is a greater threat being this power. But why not just let it lie? Why not just keep it buried or hide it or...
It's not my plan. It's Brasswood. It's terminal. They've spiraled down a path of insanity. They're here to see the world burn. They promised me when they recruited me that we were going to create a new world order, but they're both so twisted in their own ideals. The means will always justify the ends to them. And for a long time it did for me too. But if I'm not able to convince Aramil soon, or at least warn enough people, then we're going to see a lot more bloodshed soon.
If we were able to, like, crazy thought, evacuate the city, where would they be able to go? Anywhere?
Would they
To
listen
the
to
edge
us?
of the river.
Well, okay.
Would they listen to us?
Or we just
Half of us are legion, half of us are dejected assembly
So-
members, half of us are pirates from
Everything-
the who's what's.
What if-
Everything we just did was to bring a shipload of survivors from death in the desert to a city that they can live probably not even comfortably in for a matter of weeks before it's blast.
What if we have someone that could look like somebody really, really important, and the people could listen?
I'm gonna
To
like
them.
hook arms with Maud and say, and some of us are very persuasive.
You're all solid ideas, gang. The problem with an evacuation plan is that there's nowhere around it.
Yeah, they would have
Like-
nowhere to go.
That's the problem.
Well, that's why I was asking.
Oh, and so
Well, yeah, and that's like kind of that's my general response to your thought. The evacuation is in like a vacuum. It's not a bad idea.
Could we?
The problem is there's fuck all around for them to go to.
Well, then why don't we just like create a teleportation circle and send them somewhere?
Well, there's the tunnels underground. It's how the assembly got from point A to point B in the first place. The assembly, or at least the lanterns, don't plan to see any casualties. We have our contingencies. Perhaps there's a way to convince enough citizens to hide out or escape through those means. And this is all hypothetical. This sorcery that Animal is looking into, it's impossible. He would die before it even came about. But he's so confident.
I mean, can we not just convince him not to do that?
I've been trying. It's like my father. I visit him almost every night.
I have a really bad thought, but what if we just kill Aramel?
I say, what if we just take him out?
Just cut it off at the.
Well, we kind of
Throw
just
it
went
first.
to the other side of the continent.
No, I can travel back at any time.
I was gonna say.
It's true.
I mean, or even if we
Wasn't
don't
your guys'
kill him,
plans? It sounded like you guys were
Okay.
planning on getting out of the city using teleport tech. Like,
What
We're just gonna hide in the tunnels.
what about those cuffs that Fuzzy had that like dampened his power? Could we just get some of those?
Oh, and then we can put like the dead man shirt on him, and then he can't do anything.
Yeah. In order to that, we're gonna need to find the fucking Celestian. That fucking traitor.
Yeah, that should be
How are we supposed to get a hold of this technology? I don't even know how it got applied to me.
That was so funny.
You said. What exactly are these cuffs? These are soul shackles. It's a specific Sojin that was engineered by the Obsidian Wing, by the Outer Studies.
From what I've heard, there is a magic that can take that away. that isn't Sojin.
Well, it just doesn't. Like what?
There's the same magic that silence comes from. I heard a story about one of their old friends who had the same issue and was able to get it taken care of by a knife, from what I remember being told.
A knife.
Oh yeah.
This isn't. Oh, this is the knife from the Man of Airs.
Mhm.
From back on the city.
Mhm.
So if we can find a way to get a hold of him, we can figure out how he's able to do what he does.
Well, I'm all ears.
I've never met the guy. I don't know how to get to him. But
It just doesn't make any sense. That bastard's never gotten involved in anything. Why sell this magic to the other side? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe you didn't have a choice.
I don't understand. But until I say it, and ask his face. Oh, I'm gonna ask his fucking face.
Fair.
Well, what's the best beef jerky I've ever had in my life?
Wow.
It's really good.
oh, I didn't say that. I wasn't in the room.
Yeah, I was like, I know you're not there.
Oh,
If I was thinking like Beckett, he would have told me something later.
I was gonna send Cyrus after you, so you're not by yourself.
Okay.
Not a little fire cat.
Fire cat running around here.
Oh,
Beckett.
this is great.
Oh, sorry. Beckett, as you leave the room, where are you going off to, or are you just sitting on your...
I'm not sure. I think he really wants to hit something or someone right now. So he's just leaving, trying to find like, even like the first person that kind of looks at him, even like a little bit the wrong way, and he's just gonna beat the ever living fuck out of them. Just like no weapons, just like fists, just
It's gonna go well.
anyone who like looks at him halfway, like
You in this just fit of rage, just
Bump into a
bombard
12-year-old
down there, and sure enough, this little gnome character just looks up at you with doe eyes, just
yeah.
no.
Fuck you, man.
My baby.
Take that.
And if I can't find anyone, it's just kind of like eventually just get to a point where I'm just like, after a while, I'm just like basically steaming around the ship.
Do you need to go find a warehouse?
Just like eventually, just like I find like I like end up in like the bar area and see if anything's open. If not, I'm just hopping behind the bar and grabbing a bottle and just drinking.
At the state of the ship is right now, yeah, you'd find a place and it's completely unmanned, especially for this time of morning. You just jump over and
I'll just jump over, grab whatever bottle I can find, and just start drinking it.
Okay.
Bottle of water.
It's a better joke than
Might
mine.
as well water.
Probably use it.
Give me a Constitution save.
Shit's real smooth.
Like,
It's so bubbly.
It's that bubbly water.
22.
You sit back here for a while and your rage overpowers just the harsh nature of this. It's not smooth.
It's like Barton's vodka.
It's-
Just like,
That's all I drink.
Don't remind me, man.
Yeah.
Don't remind me of that shit.
no, it's UV blue.
Oh! Oh, God.
That'll get you fucked up.
Okay.
Shit, so bad.
Yeah, just
Or
kind of
there's
drink
anything
enough
else.
until I just almost like pass out,
Pickle vodka.
laying behind
Yeah,
the bar, just like empty
I could
bottle.
probably go back with pickle lock.
Nonetheless,
There's not. The thing is, I doubt he would make any moves while we are in the city. I hope. Ermil is being blackmailed. Oh, no, he's being extorted. He is in between both powers of this war, and he wants out. He has been for quite a while.
all this is fun and great, and the idea of someone basically wanting to nuke an entire city off the planet is awesome, and why war is just the greatest thing ever. That feels like we'll solve that one and a little bit problem. It's not a solve today problem.
And do a sprint, not a marathon. Or this is a marathon.
Well,
Which one is it?
those in power during war often commit incredible atrocities, so I'm honestly really surprised we haven't had more of these incidents by now, with how things have been going. Usually pretty early in the contest of the dick measuring, someone decides to wipe a couple cities off the map.
It's my first war story.
The idea,
They all go about this way.
and even more importantly, if we can keep the Arc Knights all out in time, I don't believe we were going to attack until all of them were in the same place.
Fair enough. Well, gives us time to figure out how to either A, stop a nuke, B, talk sense into an absolute psychopath, or C, kill an absolute psychopath.
So you're just bringing me right to this crazy city that sucks. I don't want to go there anymore. They're gonna blow it up. Fuck.
I agree with the no.
Fair. What I'll tell you is, suck it the fuck up.
Well,
Wow.
These assholes want you to come with, I don't fucking tell you.
Says the newest guy.
That's why I put it on you. It's you three running fucking around.
I'm not saying
Personally-
it. I'm saying that you're saying it.
Personally, I would have fucking left him at being a meat tenderizer in a factory.
Wow.
Listen, buddy, it's nothing personal. You just are a cog in a machine of a terrible thing that's causing a lot of
No,
problems.
no, you're
Quite literally.
You're proving your people really are the better people. You know, thanks.
Listen, my people also suck ass at this point too, and also a problem.
Shazam.
I think everyone involved in this bullshit is bad.
Shazam, you're really letting the cat out of the bag here.
nice.
Done.
High five.
There are no good sides in war. Every side involved is complicit in atrocities.
The church is
You're
a
all
level
bad.
What?
bar. You should go level in bar.
There's an entire reason why I've never wanted to fight in this thing or be a part of it. It's a thing I've had to deal with and have in my existence, but I've not liked either side of it. Every side is wrong.
The issue isn't these two sides. The issue is the lanterns. None of this is going to stop while they still continue their scheme.
So what I'm also hearing is maybe we just go kill a bunch of fucking lanterns.
So the answer to war is war.
Yeah, if we can stop it.
we kill them more than they kill us.
I'm starting to like this one.
Preemptive strike. I get it, Shizamar. I'm starting to get the mentality here.
Kill all of them before they have a chance to kill us.
And it seems like we might just happen to have somebody that has a nuke.
No. Listen. I don't like any of this. It all sucks. But once you're in conflict begets more conflict, begets more conflict until eventually someone hits a big enough shot that people back off. It's not decisions I like to make, but if we know who are the ones trying to currently set off the big shot, and we just get to them first, could maybe... The damage in this calculation is never gonna be zero. You're trying to find the lowest number you're okay with. And for me personally, if what stops a nuke from wiping an entire city off the planet, with some people in it that are just folks trying to go about their life, if to get that damage calculation out of the equation is to off a smaller number of people, I'm not going to sit here and do it with a smile on my face.
What, like the trolley?
This sounded just like the trolley problem. I was thinking about that.
It's the entire basis of it.
See, I always wondered which lever do I pull to kill all of them.
Don't say less.
I like put it right in the middle so it's like splits
You
in
have
half
to
all.
have it on one side until the first card goes, and then you flip it.
And
So
another
then
card.
the back side
Yeah,
goes
so
the
it just
other
kind
way.
of
That is how you do that. That's how it works. That's just where I'm at.
Where you're at right now is you have a curse that we need to take care of.
That's also very true. I'd really like that to be taken care of.
And who knows, maybe in the process of doing that, I die and go back to being dead. And I have to fucking deal with this. And I'll be honest, I'm not against that reality.
Chiz, you need to talk to somebody.
No,
I mean, in fairness, that's a reality you can achieve without any of what you're about to make people do.
Listen, you're not wrong.
If you want just say the word.
I don't want the death. I've accepted.
There's no shame in the easy out, Chiz.
I do not want the death. I put too much work in to avoid the death at this point in time.
There is a better way.
To get you death?
No. We stop the lanterns, stop the war. The city doesn't have to go anywhere.
Listen, that's...
Armil is a hostage of both sides. If both sides are able to weasel him out of this deal via the end of this war, then we would have no reason to do it.
Oh, yeah, easy. We'll just stop the war that's been raging for
yeah.
decades
Yeah.
amongst
Easy.
two ultra powerful sides with
The war is just
gods on their
Easy peasy.
rosters.
Yeah.
And we have a couple of weeks.
I'm glad someone finally said.
You have the info. I have the knowledge on the lanterns. I know who's in charge and I know where they can be found. If we can stop them, then there is no reason to further this conflict. There are people pulling strings here. Malandar was never going to attack until we intervened. Malandar never had any intentions until we were able to convince them that the Arknights could be killed. We are the ones that need to be stopped, not the region, not the assembly. If we can do that, then no bloodshed has to happen.
I'm just gonna, I want to toss something in just real fast. This is a great moment, and I really appreciate this vulnerability you have.
Vulnerability?
When Beckett comes back, maybe don't say we when you do that.
When I say we, I mean me and the Great
No, I know,
Coats.
that's my point. Like, you do that, he already gonna have enough stuff going on. It might make him snap and want to
So
try and
just
kill
say the great coat.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
I totally respect your understanding, your culpability, and what's going on here. Again, very important stuff, great growth. But I'm just trying to keep him from doing something stupid. And I worry if you like lump yourself in with them and the bullshit they're doing post you hanging out with us, that dumbass is gonna...
What's he going to do? He's going to go throw another temper tantrum.
No, he
There are
might
bigger
literally try and
problems.
kill you.
Oh yeah? I'm not afraid of Beckett.
I didn't say you
Can you
were.
guys just stop fighting?
I'm trying to keep two people who I'm
Okay.
kind of enjoying their company.
I'm
From
trying to
killing
let
each other.
everybody know what the risks are and what we need to stop.
And I
if
appreciate
running
that.
away in a tantrum is the solution, then by God, do it. But I don't want this to happen.
I believe you.
I was a victim of this. I was brainwashed, for fuck's sake. I don't want this to happen. You don't have to believe me. But I'm going to save you. I'm going to get you back to the other side. Whether an atrocity happens or not, I'm going to try to stop it.
I believe you.
I must deal with it. And get that curse out of your fucking head.
I'd be a big fan of that. Thank you.
I'm gonna go find Beckett.
I was gonna say, like, whenever you guys mentioned Becca, and was like, oh yeah, and she like uses her
Words
eyes
and,
to go
fucked
through
it.
her familiar to see where Becca
And just
is.
watch him kicking the shit out of a gnome.
He is just absolutely beating the piss out of
A child gnome.
Aw.
Beckett wouldn't beat a child.
It's the people's elbow too.
Of who would win to fight a grown man or 20 toddlers? Beckett's trying to figure that out right now.
Which one?
What number toddler are you on?
Oh my god.
50.
You guys staying to discuss more, or are you going to come with me?
I'm gonna come with you.
Alright.
Check
Well,
my
you guys
phone.
can't get to. Please don't leave.
Them
Cheers, Mom.
too.
No.
So you coming with me? You're probably able to lead me to, or lead Alma to Beckett and whoever else is coming with us.
I hooked my arm in Amber's arm. If he lets me.
He's, yeah, kind of. He's still super exhausted, but yeah. Eventually, you hear in the distance, Beckett, we need to talk, please.
Cyrus like jumps up on the bar like in front of you.
He can't hear over the breaking bones.
I'm still just like sitting behind the bar, just with a bottle in my hand.
Sitting on a pile of toddler corpses.
Beckett, please.
What?
I'll lead you over to where he's at. On the other side of the bar. I want that barrier between you.
And the figure kind of limps over as well. Sits next to you and he's like, "Can I have some?"
I hand it to him. It's completely empty. I'm like, oh, sorry. I just reach up, grab another one.
My bad.
Fuck me.
Been a while?
What is this? Freaking
No clue.
89 grade?
Just grab it and just.
I don't know.
99 banana.
89 banana? What'd you say?
99 banana? Is it 99? What is it?
No, it's 99 bananas.
Yeah. Because it's 99 proof.
Yeah, it's 99 proof banana liqueur. Fucking, it's disgusting. It burns so bad.
Sounds like.
Have you come to try to explain away your decision to wipe out an entire town and their people? 'Cause there's not much you can say that will make that seem okay in my head.
If I could tell you to your face that that wasn't me who made those plans, I'd be lying. It was me. I believed something, and I truly, truly thought the means justified the ends. We talked about this. We wanted to rebuild the world. And I still don't know how. All I know how to do is burn it down.
What do you know of history?
Only the stuff I read at the archives at Bride's Peak. Maybe a tome or two of cultures of Bayou. I forgot it's 4th of July.
The ship's under attack!
Pulls out a sword and runs out of the room.
Just hearing it else, you just hear it.
Just wildly swinging.
And I know that this planet has gone through 3 opera wars trying to solve its shit. And still here we are in the midst of a 4th.
And in your study of history, when has mass destruction and killing off entire civilizations, when has that worked for the people doing it?
It's not my call. I'm a puppet.
But why are you okay with that?
I'm not. I used to be.
What changed it?
Well, you guys broke the spell that was over me. That was a big factor.
Yeah.
So
And I mean also, there are like-minded people amongst this group that want to see a world of our own, not theirs. And I'm hoping the longer I stay with you, the longer and the closer I can get to figuring out what that is.
So if you're not okay with that happening, why are you just accepting that it's a foregone conclusion? Why aren't you fighting with every ounce that you have to fix it? Because if I knew that people that I loved, if I knew that the place I grew up in, the people that I knew there were in danger of getting bombed and becoming completely extinct, I would be fighting with every ounce of my being to stop it from happening. To me, that comes across as cowardice.
I
Right.
don't want it.
Then why are you okay with it?
I'm not.
Then why are you letting it happen?
I'm not. I travel there every other night. I beg him, I fight with him, I've tried to destroy his scribes. I'm not strong enough. Not on my own.
You can ask for help. You ask any of us here. You tell us what's going on.
Because
you say,
he has
"I
a
need help."
reason not to kill me. He has none. With you.
I guess that's the difference between us. I don't care if I die fighting for what I
I
believe
don't
in.
care if I die either. But he won't do it. No matter how many times he beats me back, he lets me live. If you were to go up against him,
But what if all of us went against him?
I'm down for that as well if you're that confident.
How
I think
many
there's a better way.
How many people can you fit in your teleportation ring?
I could bring us all back there now.
What
I
if
can
you
still
brought
tell
back?
you.
What if you brought back an army of
It
Rite
would
What's
be
your-
suicide.
What is your better way?
Be with it.
Yeah,
Okay with this?
yeah.
I
long
explained
as
back
she's
in this.
wanted.
I explained back in the stage room. I have information on the remaining lights. Cut the head off at the source. The revolution against the Legion falls apart. The only reason that the Assembly is attacking the Legion is because of the weapons that we've granted them. When those are taken away, well, no, the sides will have no reason to fight anymore. We can
So if
fight the remaining lights.
if we destroy the rest of the lanterns, then this doesn't have to happen. What guarantee do you have that that's the case?
I don't remember
Because-
I don't remember being held hostage
By who?
by the Assembly. He's a fugitive from the Legion, one in which he's been for centuries. The Assembly knows that, and they hold his. With the drop of a pin, he could be given back to them.
So you're saying if we destroy the rest of the lanterns, the doomsday device doesn't have to go off.
I believe so.
What are we waiting for?
But we have to do that within a week.
I need you, my friend.
I stand up and just like fall over a little bit.
Fuck.
Damn it!
Almost had like two. He just has a Charlie horse. He's not actually drunk. It's like, oh fuck.
I just lean over, I grab it, like, alright, come on, big guy.
Let me ask him. Let me
Fuck
ask him.
off, stop, no,
Pull
no.
out my rapier.
Stop it!
Put the pointy away.
What do
Send me to the lanterns. I'll fucking kill them all.
Oh my god.
Put it away. No
That's-
one, no one wants to see that.
Back in the stateroom, things seems like, alright, you guys done making out already, or can we get to the brass tacks of things? Who's all going into this temple of yours? Sure shit ain't me.
Fuck you too.
Look at the state I'm in! I can't do anything!
Actually, that's
I can
fair.
barely lift my middle fingers up!
Alright,
You're not here.
Oh, we walked back to this.
Oh, you got.
Oh, yeah, we came back.
Oh, okay.
That's why he turned and said.
I made an assumption that we were jumping back to it. I guess I should have clarified it.
No, yeah.
I mean, that's fair. If you can't fucking do anything, I'd rather you sit here, you smell like absolute shit.
Well, they're bringing me into the city of Molandar anyways. Maybe we can find a place to meet up somewhere over there.
Yeah. Well, whoever wants to go. I use, it's the royal we. Now, the concept of, like, determining where anyone's going to be making the choices, except Bond. Why would you have to come?
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm exempt from
You
this.
have to come. You have to come.
I'll be honest, I hate to say this, friend, but I also feel like in this particular adventure, I'm only going to hold you back.
What I would
I
say,
can barely move.
if you and Shitbag want to peruse the city and start figuring out where some things are, I think that'd be very beneficial. But we take care of some other business.
See if you can find at least one of the Arknights.
That'd be nice.
At least search for leads. Try to find safe passage for you in. That would be my ultimate goal.
That'd be helpful.
After all, I did promise Terminal I would bring the little guy with me. You'll be my perfect ticket in, and then we can do whatever from there. How good at your playing dead? What's that supposed to mean?
He has his eyes very good.
Some time passes.
The group is deposited after many more hours of leisure in the morning. You guys find yourself outside of the ship of Rossadalo. There's this red canyon interface that's sprouted from the ground where it's separated. It in the middle kind of sprawls in every which direction, like the shape of it, like a curved lightning bolt. You guys out on the red sand. This group, you have Churchill, Jormungand, and Dogma as well. Sit outside. Down the crevice. I was found deep within. If you are going to find anything, that is the place to look. But I'll be honest, there is someone within your heads that could, I don't know, point you in the right direction if you get lost. But other than that, this is where I bid you all adieu.
How far are we from Malandar?
Pretty full.
Like, are we gonna have to? Oh, he left the carriages with us.
Yeah, you have all your supplies from last time. The carriages and the beer jets are there.
I'm just going to my beers, just giving them the biggest thought, like, oh, it makes you so good.
It's just nuzzling you. Alright, we are about there. I would like to say as long as no crazy storms happen. Maybe a day and a half, 2 days.
Do we still have plenty of rations for a day or two?
For a couple days, as long as a disaster doesn't happen, you
Well,
should
can
be
we refill on the ship?
fine. We have stocked you up with more water, but I can only give you so much food.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
We did pick up every refugee within the rogue states. But we topped you off a bit. So fear not. Any other questions for me before we say our goodbyes? How about you, Churchill?
It was fun.
Good time.
It is not over. We'll see you in the city.
You know, you say.
And we will be fully free at last. Huh. Let them fall free, I might. The desert calls for me. We'll see. May our paths collide in the strangest of ways. Take care of her. Or she will take care of you.
Might be the truest thing he's ever said.
Don't blow up.
Whatever that means. She just falls backward into the sand. Jormungand. Falls.
Don't blow up.
Disappears into the sand. And the huge ship that is Rossadalo, as the glyphs circulate around, simply falls through the ground.
That's a wrap on Rossadalo.
Goodbye, Sand Pirates. Alright. Left before you is this huge expanse. And it's blocked off by this wall, this red plateaued wall that cuts in the center and separates out the crevice that you guys are pointed towards. You march onwards. Traveling forward here, just as this is a little bit of a hike, whoever wants to lead this expedition, give me a survival check.
Who is good at survival? Not.
I know what direction to go.
I have a
Whoever does
+2.
it, can I give them advantage?
I have a +1.
I have a +6.
Ooh, sure.
She's just like,
I get a +5, so church keeps me by 1.
Church is the one.
And then she's more like, I was the one that was supposed to lead.
No, I'll turn that over to
Church in
church.
all leather. I'm a wilderness gal.
Tungsten hasn't let me down. That's an 8.
Yeah.
Based off of stuff that you, just all the stuff about the desert that you read with Mo. Go ahead.
Aw, I didn't even get to say goodbye to
That's a
Flo.
12.
It's a little better. It's better. Got rid of 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue.
Maybe I'll take the lead on the next one. No, we know, man. Roll a fucking 2 and be a 7.
Yeah.
We know this. I can't.
Chiz just like
Just
sniffs
says that
the air.
Church just pushes him slightly, so he stumbles into a slight depression in the ground and falls forward.
And then Ma just keeps walking so now they're too far apart.
Nice.
Takes a step, just starts spazzing on the ground.
Just starts seizing.
Maud looks up and sighs and just steps back one step.
That was a big one.
Storm
As if it was a
clouds start
seizure.
forming over.
His ultimate prank, just 10.5 feet away. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traveling through this crevice here,
Oh god.
air begins heating up as you head forward here. Chismar,
Yeah, bro.
your now bare
Like,
arms begin to
cheesy
grow
bitch.
goosebumps.
Great.
And your hands grow this ever slight shake. You're still right within distance, like arm locking distance of Mod as you guys trek forward down this canyon, being led with them. But the closer and the further you walk, you feel those goosebumps raise into hives all over your skin.
How does he know your
Dice
size?
out.
You can feel them underneath.
I thought he was like hairless in certain spots.
It's his arms.
Yeah. My arms are hairless now.
Yeah.
Right.
Ew.
Saved from the
6
tattoo
tattoos.
process. Yeah, I was right.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so dark.
And as we travel forward, the sun always was right overhead, but as the canyon narrows and narrows, the air just seems to thicken with just this floating, lofting dust in the air. Traveling even further. With you said a 14 or 12?
12.
Oh, just 12.
Just.
You travel as far into and the canyon narrows the same amount as it has been. Eventually it's going to get to a point where you're going to be able to see, even though as thick as the dust is, the walls coming close around you. An opening just doesn't seem to open up, and you're leading them through, and you're finding a path further without colliding the ships into anything. And it gets to a point where you've just studied the walls, and you know you should have met where these walls meet at this point, but now the air is just completely like sandstormed out, and you should have met, but as far as you're aware, there's infinite space in every direction. I'd like everyone to make a perception check real quick.
Shit.
You make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
It's a 15.
24 perception.
Great.
Yeah.
You're immediately bench died. You're
Can it be my passive perception?
Alright, slow down, everybody. Something's not right here.
I mean,
It's a 19 for Mud.
19.
I see everything.
A 5. There comes a point where like you're like leading from the back, and you turn to looking at the opposite direction, seeing nothing that resembles where you were before. You turn back, and the carriage is gone.
Yeah.
shit.
Anyone got in between 10 and 19?
I got 19.
13.
Nice. And you got
Yeah, 15.
15. Going out, staring at the area here, you guys are able
Did you
to
get 20-something?
Yeah, I got over 20.
kind of keep everyone in line here and be able to spot just exactly the directions you guys came from and keep everyone huddled. The only one that's not within the area is Beckett, who can only hope he's close behind. Melody, you take note of everyone here, you notice the hives on Shizamar, but one thing you notice even more is that the amount of them on his right hand are greatly higher.
Okay, I'm gonna just.
For what it's worth, Andrew, my dice are evil and they were 8s on both checks.
Ooh.
I'm gonna just casually meander over to Jez and be like, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no doctor, but it seems like you have some kind of horrible allergic reaction. What's
I
going on?
really wish it was that.
Okay, what's going on?
It's fucked it.
Right side of his face is sagging.
Oh.
No, it's just got shingles.
Again, if only. It's
You're
on.
like, did you eat peanut butter? Or something?
I don't have a peanut allergy. No, it's on.
Okay, how is he affecting you
If I were to make an educated guess, he's a very powerful entity. Silence can only do so much, and we're
Sure.
basically going into his lair.
Gotcha.
I believe his presence is beginning to override silence a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna be straight with you. Not doing great.
Okay.
Doing best I can.
Yeah, you're feeling very lethargic here, but for the most part, you just feel your right hand is on fire for some reason. Okay.
Does it look any different, or does it just like have the bigger concentration of hives?
It just has way more hives on it. Okay.
Maybe Maud can like lay on hands you.
Don't think that's
What are you guys doing about Beckett?
Do I know where Beckett is with my 20 something?
Beckett!
If you're doing 24, like, you shout out. Beckett, do you hear anything?
Beckett!
What?
Okay, you kind of deduce the area that in that direction. You shout in that way.
I'm gonna.
What?
I'll like skip over it and go grab it.
As
Oh,
you
hey.
You're just facing the wrong direction.
Okay.
Okay, bud.
as you separate from the group, make a survival check. Jesus Christ.
Okay, that was actually really good. 17.
17. Okay. Eventually,
Music dice.
Beckett, who's just standing out in the wilderness, just a silhouette in the dust, you run into him.
Oh,
I'm like, hey, you gotta stay with the group.
I was.
Do we like tie a rope around your waist?
I don't know.
Come on, let's go back.
Alright.
Oh, also, Chiz is not looking good.
Yeah, I kind of figured
He's-
that would be the case.
Covered in hives.
See,
And it's also like on his right hand. I don't know if that's like a sex thing or what. But
probably not. He doesn't really do that.
as far as you know, I'm pretty sure everybody does that.
I know him far better than most people probably would care to admit it.
Okay.
Wrangling the fellow back up and bringing him back towards the group, which thankfully you haven't gone too far. Although you felt like you haven't walked far, it feels like there's so much further away even though they're not moving. Something about what's going on in this storm.
So there's some kind of like time distortion.
So bringing you finally back together, it feels like you took like a minute to walk back, even though you only walked away for a few steps. Bringing the group back together. How are you guys pushing forward here?
Before we move forward, I want to gather everybody up and be like, I have the inclination, the feeling, the gist that everyone is, or at least some of us are feeling a little down, a little lethargic, a little concerned, lost, confused. And I know we're about to walk into a really scary place. And I feel like having us disjointed is probably not the move. So I think it's really important that we're all honest with each other, and if there's something going on, not swallowing it and holding it down, okay? Because if some of us are maybe having some issues, and maybe others of us can help hold said person up, because that's what friends do. And Church, while you're new with us, you're really fucking funny, and so I'm really glad that you're here. And we also need to all watch out for each other so we don't get lost, because I think if we all walk into this together, then we have a way better chance than if we were by ourselves. So, I guess what I'm just saying is,
Don't fucking die.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't die. Don't be stupid. And you guys are cool, I guess.
I can only do one of those two things.
be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
Well, fine by me.
It's gonna be hard for him, but I think he can pull through.
We'll see.
Yeah, I hate to be cheesy, but
No, you don't.
I don't think.
but
You
I think
absolutely
that's
do not.
I think that's the only way that I can give you your 16 hit points.
What do you
16,
mean?
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's been a while since we've had one of those.
I know. So, but I feel like we're gonna probably need it. So everybody gets 16 10 base.
Okay. Granted the temporary hit points by Melody. How are you guys progressing now that you're still just standing in the middle of this orange haze?
Shizamore, what the fuck happened to your hand?
Henri's an asshole.
You using like Benadryl or something?
Again, this is not an allergic reaction.
Becca, give him a
Hey,
medicine
I just
check.
didn't hear you. I'm not
A
dead.
medicine check.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Shout out to the 2 crew.
Hey.
That's a 3 total.
3. You touch one, it pops. You're like, fuck,
Ah!
God.
Ow!
You're gross.
Don't do
I
that.
think that worked on my surface.
No! Fuck! Ow! Ow! Shit! Fuck!
And they grow back just as quick as they disappeared.
I just, one single one, I just
Please stop.
Grab the upper arm tightly and just rip down.
Please
Bubble
stop.
wrap.
Please stop.
Oh.
You hear
I'm in pain.
slightest whisper in the back of your head, Beckett.
Oof.
What are you waiting for?
What?
Silence.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm doing the WWE thing. What?
Cool.
Okay.
I got it.
How are you guys moving forward?
On our feet.
Like
Shut
any
the fuck
direction?
up.
Nice.
Any particular
drown in
direction
the
you guys
sand.
want to go?
I think so. If we're trying to go towards Henri, maybe we just see which direction we start walking,
And
and
my
Chase
life gets
starts
worse.
feeling worse.
Yes,
I
yes,
become
yes.
the fucking compass.
Kind of.
I guess I'll reach out to Henri.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey,
That's
friend.
Hey, babe.
Hey, bestie.
If you want to know what's taking us so long, just open up a path for us. We'll be there shortly.
Put away that knight of yours, and I'll take you wherever I need.
What night?
Silence.
Oh, that Knight.
Yeah, put away the darkness.
And we're like, sunlight.
What's that bitch saying?
He's saying to put silence to him. You lead us wherever.
I don't fucking believe for a second. No. Last time we put silence
Let's
away,
be fair.
I about died.
Let's be fair to Henri. He probably would lead us directly to him if
He
we
would.
put silence away.
Yeah.
But you would also die, so like we probably shouldn't do that.
Did Jeremy give us a heading?
Kids, I won't kidnap you. If
Like,
you
did he
step
tell
in my
us
van.
where?
Yeah, the canyon.
Yeah, he brought you where he was
Okay.
pulled out of.
Crevice.
Gross.
Listen. I'm gonna be straight. I'm willing for us to put him away briefly.
Straight.
And the minute he starts trying to kill me,
I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I'm not. I never said it was a good idea.
What are you gonna do if you know exactly what's gonna happen?
Bastard.
Can I do some sort of check with him like talking to me in my head to figure out
Do
like
it,
what direction?
Locate God.
Locate
Like,
God.
is there
Locate
any-
patron.
Is there any way I
An
can
investigation check. Or no, make an insight check.
insight? Okay.
Let you do your bullshit, then I have my bullshit.
Locate God. That's all.
Oh, it was almost a nat 20. It's a 9 though. It like rolled on the nat 20 and then just rolled to the 8.
I hate it when it does that.
9.
Yeah. Okay.
Without a face or anything to discern, it's
That's
not.
fair.
I haven't.
I knew it was a strong
Probably
guard.
doesn't sound like he has his best
So
interest in mind. though.
I want to do some recollecting here. In all the times prior to me turning my back on him and breaking his trust, were there ever moments where we chatted anywhere mentally where I would get like an idea of him trying to give me like a feeling of where he is? Since my entire thing was finding and releasing him, do I have any amount of like, oh yeah, like way back when he made a comment about this joint and this looks about right? Some recollected patron
From what
knowledge
you
here.
recollect, and from what you've always known, is like I feel like if Henri truly knew where he was, he would have had you there already.
Okay. So I would get an idea also that he probably doesn't know even where he is.
No, and so in
Okay.
theory, him trying to say, like, let go and I'll tell you where I am probably isn't.
I'm gonna circle back. Having the revelation, gonna go. Actually, Beckett, scratch the whole like drop silence thing. He doesn't even know where he fucking is, or he would have told me where he was by now. So that's definitely a ploy just to make me die.
That's fair.
A ploy to make you die.
Guys, this
So-
way I found a path, and Church is just gonna walk me in direction.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let's say on a calendar, just like from the way you're facing, where are you walking? Like, let's say you're facing forward now. What direction are you walking?
Just walk forward.
Just walking forward in the direction we were going.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I was wrong. It's actually 17. 10 hit points.
I agree.
Fuck yeah.
If everyone wants to make another survival check for me.
Happily. I will also say as Church begins to fuck off in that direction, how high is our elevation?
One.
Like we're
19.
making a comment about like sand with all this stuff. How high is our like if we were to drop lower, could we get beneath the bullshit we're dealing with?
Like,
Like if this is a cloud of smog that we're like
Kind of,
going
like-
below.
Kind of.
like
Take
it's
it a
hard
shot.
even because when you look down, you can't even see your feet.
Fair enough.
I rolled a nat 1 on survival. Is that bad?
Oof.
That is a 23.
Mod just starts lifting off the ground
23.
somehow.
Nope. Yeah, 23
15?
survival.
Okay. With a nat 1 from Mod.
Can I please? I want to grab. Can my 23 mean I see him fucking off and I grab?
You swipe.
If that's what you want to spend your 23 on.
I don't really want
Because of the
to.
nat 1, he is gone.
I think you probably need to.
Yeah, I will burn my 23. Like
You're like,
I'm,
so Mod, you're still
I'm
close.
about to
Mod,
fucking
you're
make
still
a
close.
breakthrough and like, oh, I know where it goes. So look over, I see Mod fucking off, and I'm like, wait, hold, and just grab him.
Anyway,
Back.
anyone
No.
here got another below a 5?
Oh,
Anyone?
I thought you were behind me.
No, I got 21.
Cool. 21.
Oh, thank God, someone else got above 20.
Okay. You manage to rescue him, and you guys just
Literally
trying to
grabbing
stay
a rope. I'm tying a rope on Bob.
compacted
That's
as
probably a good
possible in this area here. Just keep hopefully as many people as we can in a cart, but like some people have to leave the beer shits out. You said you was 21? So like a 19 as well, okay. You're able to notice that the fog just keeps getting thicker in this direction. Like it's getting worse and worse, which it's kind of hard to tell if that's a good sign or a bad sign. With survival, you're able to keep the people on track as well. You also make an observation as you're going about here. The hives on Chismar's arms are gone.
So we're going the wrong direction.
Feels bad.
Hey, Chis, you look like you're feeling a lot better.
Yeah, we're probably going the wrong way then.
It's because I popped
Turn
them.
around.
No, that was not what happened.
I popped them and they're gone now.
Chismar,
Yeah, what's up?
making the Constitution save.
I don't really want to.
So you just want to You can choose to fail.
I-
You don't want to.
19.
Okay, it's not bad.
Pretty good. My DC
While
skills
you do
have beats
feel like
difficult.
the hives, you're able to push both of them back. You do feel a slight outbreak still. Nothing as debilitating as before, but like just running along the lines of your right shoulder blade, you feel just bumps prickling there.
Yeah, just start treating myself as a giant compass, and I'm like gonna go more to the right
Just tap
now.
which way the
Just gonna start turning to the right, seeing if it starts to adjust how on my body it becomes.
5 minutes later. Hey, Chismar, where do we go? Chismar's long gone because he veered off to the right. You didn't tell anybody that he veered off to the
I won't-
right.
Although, Chismar, I do say, as you rotate around, you do feel hives begin to appear
Nice.
based on.
Oh God, these hives are a compass. This fucking
I
bullshit.
start poking them again.
Wait,
Stop!
weren't the hives like on your right arm primarily?
Yeah, that's why we're gonna.
Turning
And
to
as
the
I,
left.
as I'm turning to the right, it's getting more centered.
Should we turn to the left instead so that you don't?
I imagine I would need them to be on the front, and that
Oh,
means
because
we need to
you're-
go
okay.
that direction.
Just walk straight.
Yeah. I will turn until they're the most concentrated is dead center. I don't like it. It
This is a
makes me feel
horrible
very
concept.
uncomfortable. This sucks.
Okay.
Sorry, Chis.
Also, can I, as I'm doing this mental thought, have the idea that yes, if I'm compassing myself out, the direction I want to go is when they're in the center line.
Is that the mentality you're gonna do?
That's what I'm thinking is correct. I'm like now thinking to myself, is that correct?
Leading the group forward here with this hypothesis. Make a survival, but do it with advantage this time, based off your discovery. Hypothesis.
Fuck off.
Zitcore.
What is that?
It's an 11.
Okay.
The nat 1 got canceled out.
Better than your 2.
This is more over to keep you from like getting the party disbanded. So
I'm tied to Maud now. I have tied us with a rope.
Yeah.
I will say with an 11, the amount of walking it takes for you guys is not unsubstantial. You guys feel like you've been walking for hours.
I'm
and
constantly
days,
fucking off and getting in the
you're
wrong
with them,
direction.
and you're just it's that because you feel them move and you feel like them grow around you. You're just trying to keep you as straight as possible, but the pain of your skin erupting is so like distracting that it's hard to stay focused. You're reliant on your compatriots here to also help. Like, no, there's more on this side. No, keep you in line. Also keeping as close together as possible, and eventually, as these highs just begin inflating your face, you feel your eyelids shut, your tongue swell up.
Sucks.
I want to lean over to Chiz and say like,
Fuck.
I know this is not comfortable, but you're really, really badass for dealing with this. And take a bardic inspiration.
Damn right. I'll
I
hold
feel
on to that for 10 minutes.
You guys feel like you're gonna need that.
I'll poke your tongue.
Fuck off! Ow!
Eventually, yeah, the world
Green!
sky opens up, and you guys, the haze lifts ever so slightly until just
Say that, man.
you're in the middle of this plain that's just kind of, there's still this wisp of dust in the air, but rock slide. Everybody roll a dex save. There's you're in this clearing.
That's what
These
we fucking good.
pillars kind of jutting out in a jagged teeth formation along this perimeter, and you see the focus of dust lying outside of that perimeter. And the only thing to note, this big open area here is the ground. This splintered crack. That takes up the majority of the center and sprawls out in 5 different directions. Similar like a clawed hand leading to a center palm.
Do I still feel like shit?
As you enter in the circle area here, you feel the outbreak slow down.
Just stop for a minute and just lay down briefly. Like, I need 2 minutes. Okay, we're good. So you said it looks like a clawed hand like imprinted itself on the ground? Like it's a fissure with like 5
there's
cracks
a big
and, like,
fissure.
fingers.
There's a fissure in the very center, and the cracks split out in 5
Okay, so
different
it's
directions.
like the big open hole is like the palm.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I lean down over the hole and just look down the hole?
Okay. Looking down the hole, make a perception check.
Will do. And my dark vision comes in handy. It's 12.
It's less of a big hole and more of just like a steep break downwards.
Okay.
Like you guys can walk down and actually find the center of this area.
You say that. For me personally, I am tied to a man who's probably less than dexterous.
I'll go first and see what happens.
No offense.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Like, I got a climb speed to save my ass a little bit here.
I'll do a backflip and see what happens.
Fuck off.
I'll just follow behind Beckett, but not doing anything fancy and just walking down.
I'm just like barrel rolling and shit.
You just
Hiding behind pillars and Georgia just walking.
Oh, fine.
Because I do assume going down into the palm hole is the idea.
So that's what you're doing right now?
I think
Unless
that's what
anybody
we're
wants,
doing.
I'll say,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them.
and I would tell though, I think that's, unless someone's, I feel like that's the place to go.
Maneuvering your way down as this fissure opens up here, trying not to fall over your asses, going down to this middle area here. You see where the source of the fissure is. This opening that can't be wider than 2 feet by 2 feet across. It's just this splintered, like the worst way to enter a cave going spelunking.
Can I flip a coin down it?
You can.
2 feet by 2 feet is pretty spacious. I would climb down.
I know you would.
You fucking psychopath.
I'll flip a coin down there.
Okay, flip it down. Perception check.
He just really rolled out.
Spider.
Oh my god. 4.
I mean, for a second you hear like hitting the sides of it, but then it's gone.
Want to waste another coin?
I'm grabbing another coin and just flip it down again.
Church will walk up next to you as you're flipping coins. Is this where we're going?
I don't know. I'm flipping coins down there to see. I don't know. I thought that was a good idea at the time.
Chisimar, is the hole down here where we're going?
I'll come down the hole, but do I get any sense of a feeling that this is where we should be going?
Aside just
Do I
from
start seizing?
an overall aside from a sense of uneasiness, which is just kind of in this area, not really, but you know,
Do any of
never
you
know.
fuckers have rope?
I mean, in theory.
I think we all have.
Here you go.
Take the end of it, leave you with the bundle, and then Church starts climbing down
Oh.
the hole.
I'm pretty strong.
Perfect.
See if you can find my coins.
That is literally the last thing I'm going to look for down here.
Alright, but like if you just see them, like just grab them because they're mine.
I'm gonna wrap it around my waist, just to like give myself some extra like.
You got me? Is it secure?
Yep, I gotcha.
Church is gonna give it a hard yank just to test it.
Do we need to do?
It could test its strength check.
Can I hold on?
Athletics
Can I
check
hold on to
between the two of you.
Melody? I grabbed
Yeah,
Melody.
12.
That's also a 12.
I didn't know I had to pull this music up. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh wait, no, that's athletics. If I'm making an athletics check, that's way higher than a 12.
Oh well, if it's athletics and not just strength,
What are we doing here? Are we doing just flat strength, or are we doing athletics?
because you're
Athletics.
cooked if it's athletics.
It is athletic.
Oh, in that case, 20.
Nice, 16. Alright, you're good.
Yeah, there's a,
I am super proficient in that.
Oh my god.
Can we just
So you pull and I don't even move. I'm like, I got you, girl.
yeah, that's just trying to pull the tiger
Everyone
rope
else
at the
who's
zoo.
looking, Melody's arms just like flex, and she's actually super ripped.
You do look like you're.
Melody, you've never been
I
hot.
just lean over to Maud. That might be the most surprising thing I've ever seen.
I was
Didn't
thinking
have
about
that on a
taking
bingo
level
card.
barbarian.
Fucking shit.
I was gonna say just roll an athletics in general to get down, just to see. Or are you just gonna use what you had? What you get?
I mean, yeah, that's a
She's
16.
propelling.
No, 16's not, okay, yeah.
How
Aside
wild
from it
and
getting
strange.
just
Like
darker and darker and darker as you go down, you have night vision, right?
Just put my bitch ass down there.
That's a good question.
I light a torch and just throw it down. While Church just stand there.
Probably doing base monster stuff, but it's gonna be. Get back to you in just a moment.
No worries. I can tell you as you reach the end of this rope here, you go further down and down, the air above you getting thicker, the sky darkening. Eventually, this narrow passage which you're sidling down widens outwards, thermometers out, and surely enough, there's this open, like, clearing that, like, mimics sort of what was up there, but ends in this just bath of coarse gravel and bone chips. As you reach, you hit the ground feels loose underneath you, as though you could sink in it, but it's still keeping you up, just like unpacked playground sand, but a little bit darker than that.
I do have compassion.
Okay, and so within this area here, you see what can only, you can start like a cavern, like like you see in a forest cavern, until eventually like it narrows off in a different direction where it suddenly starts looking a whole lot more artificial. You see the entrance of like architecture, pillars, walls, an entryway.
Well, I got good news and bad news down here, everybody.
Yeah.
Bad news first, as always.
It's both the same. This is the way we need to go.
Alrighty. Is there any big rocks nearby? Like sturdy, in the ground, like large rocks?
You guys can just go down and then I'll get myself down.
I was gonna say I'm really good climbing. I can just.
Yeah, that's fair. The point is just for anybody who needs it, like we just tie off the rope and then no, like, we're just getting the tying off the rope aspect done.
I'm so
Give me
strong.
another perception.
Did you find my coins?
That is a 21.
I bet it's
Yeah.
coins on the ground next to me.
Sifting through, you find a
Pocket
rock,
them.
kind of meet your standards pretty easily.
Cool. Alright, got a big rock we can tie this to. Tie to a big rock. That's my suggestion.
Fine.
I'll do it.
I'll tie it to the fucking
Okay,
rock.
slide a hand check, Beckett.
Yes. That's what I was hoping for.
On the beat.
My Eagle Scouts.
He just puts it down and then just sets the rock on top of it.
How's a 33 feel?
You feel like,
Ooh.
The
Feel
greatest
like-
knot ever.
man,
Becky, we don't need 3 different types of knots on it.
Just being safe. Just to be sure.
Fair enough.
you tie
It
this
looks like a
very
button.
special knot. It's called the bowler knot, and so it's
Bowler knot.
just perfectly encompasses the whole thing somehow. But yeah, you feel it's
He
pretty
ran
secure.
out of rope.
Alright.
The rope is only like this long because it's just
That defeats our purpose, Becky.
it's just like 20 monkey fists.
The monkey's fist. The monkey.
I could have just cast Featherfall on everyone, but this was really fun.
I mean,
This
that
will
works.
also be nice to get back out though.
This is a perfectly nice way to do it. Get a way to get back out and not waste resources.
Church is just gonna scream at the bottom.
Resources used are not
Insight.
resources wasted.
I'm just diving down.
What's the order you guys are going down in?
Well, apparently Beckett's going first. I'll go after Beckett.
I was planning on going last.
Oh, well, you just said you jumped in.
Well, because she screamed.
Okay, well, so you go first.
So Beck's going first.
Yeah, I'll go
Sure.
after.
Everyone make an athletics check as well.
It's gonna be acrobatics.
Woohoo! 28!
No.
Why?
No.
Because you're fucking good at
Can I
acrobatics.
just carry Beckett with my 28?
Well, that's only a
Why am I
4
not
then.
You're like an orangutan foot, you're holding his collar with your big toe. And just,
Yeah.
you're like, stop slipping there, champs.
I just like throw him onto my back. Just hold.
It's a 22 for Nog.
If you did
Sure
really
you don't want
roll a
me to use
4 and you're
You sure
going
you don't want me to
first,
use it?
I did
I
roll
say
a 4.
get about right. You suddenly you don't expect the area to open up. You fucking lose your hand. Okay, what is it? A D6 per 5 feet. 10 feet.
D6 every
Oh.
10 feet after the first 10.
That's not bad.
So like 20 feet is 1d6.
What's the
30
DC?
feet is 56.
Not 4.
Oh, okay.
For what it's worth, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
But I'm
Jay.
tied to Mon and his 22.
Beckett, you hit the ground with 12 points of
It's gone
bludgeoning
for right.
damage.
12.
Yeah.
I can do
Fine.
Your booty is sore.
Your booty.
Ow!
You have to sit on
Oh.
my
Okay.
tail.
What did everyone else get?
10.
10,
28.
20. Okay, yeah, you had the orangutan feet. You're doing pretty good.
Natural 1.
And you guys are.
But I'm tied to him.
Meow.
Okay.
True.
Yeah,
So I
but
feel like very
Slowly
much
turning into
I,
beast
with a
from
climb
the-
speed, still somehow fucked this up. But I like to
still
think
have
this like
boots on
22
somehow.
keeps us from falling.
Yeah.
I just become a dead weight like fuck.
Or you
Ow.
fall and then he falls with you.
That's fine.
The dead weight makes his DC higher, but a 22 is still going to be enough to get you to the
So you just see.
I fall as the tension happens like and then I climb over and I'm like sorry.
You're just
What
down
the fuck?
there
I thought you were
leaning
supposed to
against the
I thought you were
pile
supposed to
of
be pretty
rubble, smoking
dexterous.
a
Yeah,
cigarette,
the twine of the rope is not helpful.
twisting one of your coins between
It feels weird on the paws.
Just reach out for a cigarette.
Yeah, she'll put a cigarette in your
Hits the spot.
Ah, sick as that a Camel Crush.
So
Down at the base of this
cool place.
area, you're able to scan and notice the area which
I like
Churchill was able to
superimpose at the bottom.
bring to you guys. This low lit area
In
here.
a crypt.
It is otherwise pitch black unless someone wants to make some sort of light.
Anybody got a flare?
I'll light up a torch.
You got torch stuff?
Sure.
Torch stuff.
Can torch stuff?
For the sake
You open up your.
It's like
Why
it's
don't
it's
I
in
have
the
light?
adventurous kit. I
That's
imagine I've already.
I'll
crazy.
just cast
Is that what it
dancing
says in
light.
Dice Cloud? It just says torch stuff.
Yeah.
Then I do.
For the sake of brevity, we'll say you can at least have dancing lights.
No, that's what CJ said.
Okay, easy enough with light between the people
They're
that
all
can
colorful
see
and
normally in the light.
The Macarena.
Begin walking
Is it the
through
modifier?
this tunnel, which,
The thingy, whatever that is.
as the further you expand around here, becomes integrated into this architecture here, this kind of cryptic tomb-esque area here. The ground littered with chips and loose gravel and coarse black sand.
Ruffles.
Heaven forbid you trip and fall into it. These empty structures that litter the sides of the walls like a catacombs that was built and was never used. The air acrid, the scent of long rot, not anything recent, just like this was a place. This is a place for death, not necessarily a place that contains it, but it's got that essence to you. And you travel through these corridors for ways further and further, and the further you go, the more dead the air feels, and the more chilling it becomes as it kind of angles downward. These hallways build further down. It eventually opens up into this chamber.
In 5 years, this is the most D&D thing we've done.
Come to a dungeon.
I don't look at it.
Oh, buddy, we don't get the other part down here.
Every single one of those is filled with a skeleton.
Fuck that.
I hate that guy.
You open up to a doorway.
This looks like a puzzle.
It does look like a puzzle screen.
I just
point
see-
click puzzle adventure.
I assume,
Well, I mean-
like, is that the thing we see?
This is exactly.
I
what
just
you
see it, I go, that fits this fucker's, like, over-the-top, showy-ass aesthetic so goddamn much. Like, it's just unnecessary. It's gaudy.
Church steps back and pushes Chismar forward. All right.
I climb up and pee in one of the goblets.
Okay, now for scale size, this
I'm
is
just hanging out on the back
this
of
is
the
like
thing
a
up there.
this is like a cathedral size like entryway here. The skull is
Huge.
it's colossal, and you do see as well 6 braziers unlit that line above the walls here. Everyone make a perception check as well.
Puzzle time!
Stop asking me for perception.
14.
15.
5. 7.
21.
Thank you.
Hey,
I'm
Thank you,
rolling out
Melody, for
tonight.
saving our ass.
the majority of you guys take in. Anyone who got above a 10 really gets right up to the door before noticing the miasma that sits in front of it. Just this thick, horrible mist that really just almost burns your skin the closer you get towards it here.
Cool.
So you're like, oh, that's not good.
You
Probably
can't
not for
do
me.
much- You can't do much more to my body at this point.
15 and above,
So what do you think?
you would
Fair.
see the structures above. And you're able to notice the different braziers. There's no real source of like power that would cause it, except for just this eerie green light that comes from the skull in the middle. You all do, however, spot a series of texts
Of course.
along the walls.
Ooh.
Melody, getting a closer look, being one of the first ones to spot this, notice it's in a different language, or a language much more complex than the one you have. Give me a either a history or religion check, whichever you're better at.
I'm gonna be horse shit at both of those.
How much?
The second I see it, realistically, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Amber, come over here."
Hey.
And I'm gonna say,
What's up?
"Do you recognize this language?"
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages
Oh,
on myself.
that's gonna really help because
I was say fuck.
well,
I
if
mean,
that's the case, then let me go ahead and ask this question: does anybody here speak Rootsian?
I was also say
I don't believe so.
I
I
am
do
Very
now.
glad you
Well,
picked
I
that
was
spot.
well. I was
do
gonna add in.
now.
I have Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I can read literally all writing.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So Ember,
So we both
Ember
do
does
it.
all this
So we
fancy
both
magic.
do it.
It's super special. I just walk by her and go, yeah.
I just knew that Ember was a nerd, so she would definitely be like excited.
Ember, you trying to figure that out? Ember, do you know what that says? Chismar, shut up so I can actually cast the spell. Do you want to know what it says? I can tell you what it says.
Yeah, because Melody has an 8 intelligence. She's not figuring that shit out. She's gonna be like, yeah, this is writing. This is
Then we
definitely
can like
words.
discuss
These are definitely not
like what we think before
We
we
can
even,
do all the reading
before
over
we
here.
even talk to the group. I love
Oh, they can book
over,
club.
over like
You know, we could
book club.
we could
Oh my
potentially
God.
lie to them about what it says
Oh
too.
my god, that would be
Mog, back up to the full 10 feet. End of the rope. End of the rope.
I want to be.
Okay.
I want to be part of
No,
it.
Mod gets to be a part of this. I don't lie to Mod.
I don't think you can.
Approaching this here and having said translators just spying
I
here,
love that
you
idea, though.
see this text that's written out, and it reads as such.
Disease implies the host was ever well. The abled body formed a hollow shell. The tired are of those who've yet to climb. Further down and further out of time.
Great.
Can you send this in Discord?
The eyes and ears will lead you to the worst. Betray them both before they do it first. The blood you've spilled is hardly but a drop. Drench the ground to satiate the crop. With soul involved, the broken body heals. With shattered limbs, the path beyond reveals.
Sure, I'll send it to you.
This guy don't got any limbs. That doesn't make any sense.
So I'm gonna send you a message and be like, so you said you wanted to die, right?
I'm gonna post this in chat.
Listen, I had the same thought.
Like-
I had the same thought. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh god.
Had this thought too.
Oh. Yeah, I do like to think that we like read that and we don't tell the group what it says yet.
You're like, oh, I don't like dot.
Just we're reading this, and just our expressions get more and more like sorrowful. Like, oh,
I feel like this doesn't sound good at all.
don't enjoy any of this bullshit.
And then we turn around like all bright, cheery faced to the group, like, hey guys, so
It's a gang.
Alright.
who wants to go on a little trip?
And these are all separated into different like, they're 5 different.
Where are they sitting? Like, are they on the wall in 5 different sections?
They're just in different places. Along
Okay. Is there
different
any
walls.
order to where they're placed upon the walls, or is it just like they're carved
They're
different
in
spots?
the order that I said.
Okay, so they're in that order, but like, is it like literally here's one X amount of feet there,
Honestly,
X amount of feet
If you're
there?
making that comparison, they're relatively right underneath each of the brothers, except for the middle one is kind of in between 2 of them that are in the center. Like there's the 2 that are close to the middle. That one lyric or one is in between those 2.
Couplet.
Okay. Okay.
Figure it out.
Figured out it's bullshit. I will grab real quick, pull out a small journal, and like translate this into
Okay.
common. So,
there's
basically,
5
make quick like copies to give to everyone and being like, just so we're all on the same page here.
So there's 5
Just
braziers.
read it out to us. Why the fuck are you writing
There's
this
6
down?
braziers and
Well,
5.
there's 6 braziers, but 5 couplets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it looks like one of the couplets is linked to 2 of the braziers. At the same
Which
time.
It's at least underneath 2 of them, and like
And it's the 2.
these 2. So it's kind of like in the middle.
And,
Oh.
and would that couplet be the eyes and ears couplet?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, my gut tells me that obviously we solve each of the stanzas as a riddle. It makes us do a certain thing, probably terrible and awful, and we put it. I would say put it into the brazier. Maybe just doing the actual make the brazier.
The braziers are like
They're way up.
way up in
Okay.
the air.
So I think
That's
us
not
doing
something
it
that
is
we're just
gonna,
not
like-
going to be able.
Fair. That's
Who
true.
wants to
Sure.
who wants to slice their palm and spill some blood on the
I'll
ground?
do it.
Do it.
Before I even finish the sentence, I'll do
I mean,
it.
give it a
Church
shot.
is
see if it
already
works.
walking over to that brazier with a knife out.
Do it.
I pull out another.
Well, I don't
knife,
think you
flick it
you
through
walk
the
to the
doorway.
brazier. It's like it's literally just you spilled
Yeah.
blood on the ground.
And Church
everywhere.
will slice her wrist.
The wrist. You don't have to do that.
It said soak the fucking ground. What do you think? You think a paper cut's fucking gonna do this?
Well,
So bad.
Church just stands there casually, like arms at her side, while a vein is just pumping out blood onto the
That's
ground.
so scary.
yeah.
Doesn't work.
I think it's pretty
Okay,
badass.
make a con save. You're allowed to fail if you want, because you kind of want to.
Sure, okay, I'll fail.
Okay, never mind. Don't roll it. Don't roll shit. Fuck it.
I mean, you say fail, I'm gonna roll my
Nah.
tungsten guy and get a nat 20. That's a 17, so that's like a dirty 20 on my save.
Okay.
I'll choose to
I'll
fail.
let you tell me. How many hit points are you wanting to lose?
Ooh.
I'll start by dropping 17.
17? Okay, pores and pores. You feel this kind of tension in the room shift as though what you're doing kind of has weight to it, but nothing lights up yet.
Alright, let's go another 15.
Oh my god.
I'm assuming you have to drop.
I've got.
Another 15?
This is just like church at the craps table. Just like, come on, a little more. One more roll.
She's
Are you-
squeezing her arm.
So what you're saying, are you essentially going until something...
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Just trying to say, so you cut and you feel this blood and you feel weak. Sensitivity is just fading around you. This dizziness, just blood pouring from your arms.
I got scared dying, ready to go.
When you
might as well just
reach
heal her.
half your hit points,
Okay.
the fire ignites.
Nice.
One of them.
One done.
You just, please stop bleeding.
Mud, do you want to lay on hands, Church?
I guess.
Church is a cleric.
Church is like, I got this.
I'll walk up to the last brazier and just hold my left arm out. Like, someone do it.
I was about to ask.
Someone do it.
I would like to walk up to Beckett and try to break his arm.
I put my sleeve in my mouth and just
I was about to ask who wants to get a limb broken. Beckett offered. I'd like to try and break Beckett's arm.
Did you do any healing, Church, or are you just staying like that?
I mean, I'll do like a cure wounds to stop the bleeding, technically.
Okay.
Just stymie the wound. Actually, I have a better way we're gonna do this.
How many hit points does that bring you to?
Uh-oh.
I'm at 61. You asking if I'm over my hit point? Theoretically, yes, because if I stop the bleeding at halfway by healing, that would put me back over halfway.
If that's the case, the fire would go back out.
Alright, then I cut my wrist again.
God damn it! If
just
following the
stop
same
bleeding.
rules, then yes, you can end it wherever you want to, though.
So you're gonna break an arm?
To me, is there
Holy shit!
to make this? So is that like that ridge is actually like there's actually a little step up in a ridge, right? Like
Yeah.
this is cool. Beckett, you're not gonna like. I'm gonna do like it. Lay your arm across this ridge.
Or you're gonna curb stomp it.
No, I'm going to patch weapon summon, but instead of being a great axe, I'm going to summon essentially a big ass maul, and I'm going to just do a full maul swing with the tension going like right at the elbow to maul the elbow and basically bend it.
I'm just trying not to.
Audrey is gonna want this to be painful.
I'll take my belt off and give it to you.
Thanks.
So yeah, I will use essentially a maul to
Why is it always your character?
destroy one of my best friends, if not my best friend on the planet's arm.
You don't. If he's letting you do it, you don't even have to really roll the
Yeah,
hit,
it's
right?
Yeah,
Timing it up.
Let
Okay,
the belt
just
in my mouth.
Roll a con save.
I'm gonna want to fail this,
You
bud.
are gonna want to fail it, but I don't know
Can
if it's something you can choose to fail.
Can I just choose to fail?
I don't know if you can choose to fail this kind of stuff, right?
18.
18. Oh,
I'll hit him again.
The maul
Okay,
just
how much
bounces
damage
off
are you
your
doing to
arm.
him?
As much as I'm allowed to.
Roll
Is
a
a
hit.
maul is a maul a D12 or 2D6? Does anyone know
Almost
that?
2d8 or 2d6.
Okay, thank
I
you.
was like,
Holy
I knew it was one of
well,
the.
hurts my ass and now this.
I knew it was. I knew it was
broke
one of the
his tail
versions
bone.
of 12, but I couldn't remember which version. Because I thought I was using maul. Reroll ones and twos.
I keep hearing mall.
You can
and I just
choose.
think
You
it's
can choose to reroll.
It's almost like I chose that name.
Crazy.
Okay,
rather
let me do
than-
this.
I like
Uh,
how you
Okay,
chose to make it hard.
Sorry.
Wow.
For what it's worth, I rerolled the 2 and it became a 2 again.
I could just cast shatter on his arm.
Oh my god.
I mean,
That
that should be 11
Walk
points
out,
of
just
damage on
casually
that
touch
hit.
somebody on the
You
shoulder.
hit. Plus, this
Oh my God.
ray of heat shoots up your shoulders all the way down your arms. It doesn't break.
Doing it
Doing it again!
Relish this moment for the epilogue henceforth. will
You can
be
roll again with
unpleasant.
disadvantage on your con save
Okay.
if you'd like.
I could literally just shatter your arm.
Jesus.
I think that's what
It's
he's
a
trying to do.
15.
On a disadvantage?
Yeah, it's a roll of 10 and a 17.
Roll,
Have
roll
Fulton
damage
touch
again,
your
Fulton.
dice.
Holy shit. You don't have to roll
13
low
points of
dice.
damage on that one. I'm trying to help!
The damage.
Damage doesn't do anything.
Well,
Maybe
I,
it'll make your DC higher.
I want to walk. I want
You're
to.
here on just.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna say enough to Chiz, and I do just want to touch his arm and cast Shatter on it.
That's.
I
And
feel like that's actually worse.
This is a thunder spell.
So
This
this
isn't
does
just
this does require a con save from him, but since it's a magical save,
He
I
can
think
choose to
choose
fail.
Yeah, I'll choose to fail.
Okay, but still roll damage. Jesus, and this is a huge AOE thing.
I
Isn't
know
it?
this is going from just a
Isn't this
fracture to
AoE?
just completely
Yes, it is. It
shattering.
is entirely.
Like this is gonna hit his
Yes.
entire body.
It's going to his entire body, and technically us next to it.
No,
Uh,
I take a step
This
back.
might be a worse idea than just smacking his arm over and over.
Well, I think I could like actually figure it to where it hits him, and maybe if everybody moves out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, for the sake of his own torture, I'll allow it.
It's like an
Still-
elevator. If everybody jumps
Uh,
right before it
17.
hits the ground,
Yeah.
break
He's
more than
always
any
used.
damage I've done to you.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Does it break his arm?
What-
Or break
what,
every
how much
other
damage?
bone in his
17.
body?
If you just, yeah, you just feel as the blast in your elbow just becomes powder.
That's my knees.
But it should be pretty instantaneous.
And as you sit
I
here
need that
in
one
just
first.
blistering, unworldly pain. The second brazier lights.
Cool.
Who's good at medicine? Somebody come splint it.
I mean, I can just lay on
I
hands.
mean,
here.
really?
Do not do that.
No.
Do
I-
it. Do it.
Do not do that.
Yeah.
I
Just for fun.
I would like to
I'm good
attempt
at,
to.
I'm proficient in medicine.
Yeah,
Then
can you
split
come splint
Yeah.
somebody's arm.
Yeah, I'll go splint it.
I'd
Get
rather
it.
just someone heal me.
Well, no.
But
I got you, Chid.
Stop.
I got you back in here.
when church closed
Mostly
up too
'cause I
much of
don't
the
wanna
wound, the
use it
fire
much
went
spell
out.
slot.
So I feel like we healed a broken bone. The fire's gonna go out. We gotta do this again. You're gonna need to have a broken arm for a minute.
No, I'm okay with the broken arm. I just want to heal a little bit.
I don't think that they.
Can we?
I only work
Can
with
we
that.
give him hit points back, but not heal the bones?
You don't know the. I mean, you can choose. I feel like this. See, at this point, it's more of a status ailment. Like you've been crippled. This status.
You have a
ailment. You're like,
lingering injury.
you
Yeah.
cannot. Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
as long
that's
as
what I
you
thought
can
is
heal
that-
hit points, but he's still gonna have.
Okay,
to
yeah,
broken
so
arm.
we give him hit points then. I don't care.
All right, now somebody needs to be diseased,
Oops.
and potentially someone needs to go to sleep.
I was gonna say this.
I only just saw this message. I was like,
I feel like I don't know how I don't count as disease, but all right.
Or climb. I'm not 100% sure about the second one.
Yeah.
I
Try this
suppose
to
I
climb
probably
further
could've
down,
climbed.
further.
Does it even have blindness, deafness?
blind what?
No.
For that middle one.
Yeah. No.
Guess we gotta do this the hard way.
I really don't want to.
I mean, I guess we can just like try to just like fully like blindfold and like plug your ears.
I don't know. Someone put your head right between my hands. I'm gonna thunder smite.
You do the Homelander just ear clap.
God.
Just give someone a lobotomy.
His head pops off like a soda can.
Jesus.
That counts, right? Turns to the ring.
No.
Damn. All right, somebody heal him. Did we try just walking through the door? I think the burning skin miasma prevents us from doing that.
Kayla, I do have it. I just don't have
You're allowed to do whatever you want. Be creative.
I'll flip a coin through
And
the
it's
door.
not a ritual.
Does it just burn away?
Yeah.
No.
All right. something? Like, is just
I don't know
someone
because it
climbing?
says tired.
Are
at the
those who
start.
have yet to climb?
Who've yet to climb
Further down, further out of time.
That almost sounds like unconscious on that
It
second
does.
part of it.
Oh, what if I just put the dead man shirt on someone?
Try it.
It knocks you unconscious.
Alright, put it on.
Put it on someone.
I want to see what happens. I'm not putting it on myself.
Alright.
Here, you
I
want a
just
nap?
walk over
Yeah,
with
you
my
want a
arm
nap, Beckett?
dangling at my side. Put it on.
Here you go, bud.
We're gonna have to help with this
But
arm.
be careful.
I can't really
I
move.
put
About
it
to
on
learn
that
that
one
two people
first.
can't do the same can't do two different conditions.
Well, that's okay. 'Cause we just
Oh.
take it off of them.
Yeah, I'll put it like up that arm first, and then put
Ow!
it like over your head. I'm sorry.
So you put it in the dead man's
Yeah.
blouse? Get you roll a d4.
I'll
so you
catch
hit
him.
her on the ground.
No, I will catch him.
Oh, you catch it? Okay.
Yes, I'm right there.
Roll a d4 with advantage.
You do the freaking Better Call Saul. Just
No.
Does it light the brazier up?
You knock him out. You look up.
Nothing.
Alright, take it out.
So he's either wrong.
I don't know. I
or
think
my
he wants a
theory's
nap.
right, and it has to be a different person.
I was gonna say, can take it off him.
Because there just so happens to be 6 of us.
I was about to say. Any takers.
I'll put it on.
I'll do it.
Put the dead man's blouse on Melody.
It stinks.
I'm like, okay, sit down first.
So I guess it
She
didn't work then.
doesn't.
No, it didn't work, bud. Sorry.
Alright. I was dead, so.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it didn't work. Alright.
Yeah, I'll do it sitting down. I'll put it on while I'm
Yeah,
sitting
she's
down.
your bone.
Okay. So you
Does it work?
look up.
It's not gonna work.
Alright.
It probably needs.
The funny thing is, even if it did, if we took the blouse off and she went back up, it'd go.
It's so funny.
You gotta stay here, carry her out with your slit wrist, your shattered elbow, you're blind and deaf, and someone has an AIDS. And whatever.
Someone is AIDS.
Already just said he said what we gotta do for the other one.
Everyone have sex with each other.
Share needles.
It's not the time for an orgy.
I think this is the
If
perfect
this was
time
a
for it.
Stephen King book, it absolutely.
This isn't a Stephen King novel.
I was like, we're like the kids in it. Oh no.
Alright.
I hate it.
Can does it
Little
feel
chud or whatever.
Does it
is.
feel like now that we've tried 2 attempts of making someone as fully does it feel like we're on the right track with the second prompt, or does it feel like we might be off base?
Make an intelligence check for
Yeah.
me, please.
Or will.
Or maybe an investigation.
They're probably gonna end up being the same for me.
Investigation, probably.
Yeah. Natural 20
Okay.
Nice.
with no bonus, so 20.
That's fine.
Studying the riddle a little bit more, maybe you're thinking, well, this is an ailment.
I am staring at all of these like, what the
These
fuck?
ailments, just taking in the theme of this.
Yeah.
This is a place of the plague bringer, the bringer of the plague. His entire being is like the dissonance of health. And you want to look for some, and then studying that limerick. Maybe tired isn't the word necessarily in its meaning. Maybe it's really tired. Maybe it's exhausted.
Oh,
How to impart exhaustion? Anybody got?
I don't have a way to impart it.
It just goes over mine.
Yeah, instead of obviously just like being tired.
I have something very close to it, so
Okay.
it depends on how the DM would want to read this. I can cast haste on somebody,
When
which
haste is
triggers
over your
lethargy
Yeah,
afterwards,
It
but that's not
does.
technically exhaustion.
it's not.
How do we just give ourselves exhaustion?
You stay up and don't take a long rest.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I was wondering if there's a way.
Get Amba.
In some conditions,
No,
some like
seriously.
spells or conditions might have that as
Yeah.
a result of things.
Allowed to be creative. Free to try things.
Let's just run around in circles for a while. Just sprinting.
I think we're all trying to avoid the third stanza.
Oh, trust me, I have looked at that and I've considered gouging my own eyes out
Who's
several
willing
times.
to become deaf and blind?
I have sat here considering blinding myself. I got claws.
Okay. Maud is going to,
I have a really dumb idea.
if the DM allows it, use his shape-shifting abilities to literally graft skin over his ear holes.
Oh!
And,
Oh!
and then like
That's
graft skin over his eyes as
Oh, that's just
Love it.
oh,
Why wouldn't you just make them disappear?
That's-
you have to pull the skin over them.
that's amazing and
shit.
terrifying.
So is this what you're
Please
doing
let
here?
that
Well,
work.
and he has to move skin that he already has, and I'm picturing he has
No,
this
that's
really
small.
huge-
well. It's either that or I could literally like remove the eyes and ears like.
Oh, I think that's first option.
But I thought
So,
the other option was
This
creepier.
epiphany
It is
happens
such a
here
good
is
job.
like, I guess if there's one person in this party that has this ability,
And they can turn it off.
suddenly your senses dull as the
Well,
eyes
I can
seal
we can
shut,
still message
your
him.
ears,
Yeah.
Yeah.
only the blood pulsing through your head. It's a
That's
shame
so
because you're
gross.
neither able to see nor hear the sound of two braziers.
I'll message
Yeah.
him and say, Maj, you did it.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
That's which is super loud and.
Do I have to stay like this?
You don't have to yell,
I'm
buddy.
gonna like
What?
on Maud's arm. I'm just gonna go with the finger. Give him the feeling. Remember the word yes.
Yeah, give him the finger.
Fuck!
All right. Well, we have diseased and we have exhausted.
Does anybody have
You
anything
think he
that could
said
cause
no?
disease?
I got nothing that
Maybe, I
would
don't
kill
know.
disease. Well,
I have chill touch, which does necrotic
What do you think in
damage.
church or Chismar?
you said there was black sand out there, right?
There sure is.
Oh.
Is that disease?
Are you gonna walk away from this deaf and blind freaking hobo?
walking away.
Oh God!
Might
also
Oh,
trigger
no,
the
this
disease.
person's
No,
a
we're
good
tied.
time.
We're tied together. We have the rope.
There could be a psionic, a psychic disease of the mind.
I'm.
That-
God, don't.
It is.
He just.
I don't like any of this. But if anyone can survive this happening to them, I'm gonna tug on the rope to get
Ah!
him to, like,
Say, it's okay, buddy.
right in his
Send
arm.
you a
Come
message.
with.
Send you a
So
message.
scary.
You
Helen Keller him?
Yeah,
Basically.
Oh,
I'm
no.
Helen Keller.
Water!
Water!
This is such a serious moment. It's horrible.
The best jokes come with the serious moments. I'm going to drag Maud with me out to where the black sand is.
Audrey's just staring out the window like she's.
I don't like this at all.
First, I hope somebody messages me to tell me what is happening.
Hi, Anya.
Tugging. This is my pet.
This is my pet. First things first, I just want to stick my hand into it, see if anything happens at that point. I assume not at this point of conditioning.
No.
Cool. I'm gonna do the thing I really didn't want to do, but I
Force
think
it
my,
down Beckett's mouth.
not Beckett's. I'm going to just see if it does anything to me. Just eat some sand real quick. Doesn't do anything to me. Am I too immune to this?
Okay, so you are gonna just.
I'm literally going to like lightly just be like, this is disgusting, and see if
You
me
just nom
eating
nom
sand
nom.
can give me enough of a disease for the cat.
I will give you a Constitution saving throw.
Just wanted to point out.
I
real
choose
quick,
to
I
fail
I
it?
lost my mind last week because there's the person who's been handling Liam's case in Sedgwick County for like getting him on the IDD waiver. Her name is Karen Heller, and I'm like, are you serious? That is your real name? That's
amazing.
insane.
That's
Anyway, sorry. I just had-
She's like the original was taken.
Can I choose to fail this, or am I gonna have to roll?
It's her drag.
It's okay. If I have to roll.
Roll.
Becca had to roll. If I have to roll, I roll.
You gotta roll. I didn't have
For
to.
once, do what you always do.
Let's do die.
I didn't have to roll for my bullshit.
18, because my dice hate me.
And the 18.
Disgusting.
It's like swallowing fire, of course. It's like this is
I'm gonna do another handful if that didn't work.
like this is horrible for you.
I'm gonna try again.
I will say you do take
Fair.
5 points of poison damage.
Shit.
What the fuck is that?
That's fair enough.
Or acid, which is better. Acid, do acid. That's
Fair
fine.
enough. It does seem to.
But you.
I'll try to eat
so,
again.
You're honestly just sitting here doing this. You know
Great tasting.
how acclimated you are to this.
Do I get the instinct
get
that
the-
it would not disease me,
you get
but
the
would disease
instinct-
others?
You're probably not the one to do it.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a small pouch, fill it up, sigh really heavily.
Then shove it into Maud's mouth.
No.
Oh, we can't do
We
it.
can't do it to the same person. I'll give
don't
Maud a
know
little
that.
tug, like going back. I'm so glad I keep
Yeah,
hearing me say,
we
"Shut the
figured that
fuck
out because of
up."
you.
I'll walk
Pretty
back.
Sure because you couldn't be passed out.
Well, they don't
Oh,
want
but
to
it didn't work for me either, so it might have
Yeah.
just been. I don't think it's worth the risk. I think we should all do one.
I look to
Well, one of you is getting away.
Melody and Ember and just go, so, good news, bad news.
I have a feeling the Chiz is not gonna.
What's going on?
do anything bad.
Bad news, the good news is
I will
apparently I can just eat this sand now and not get disease.
Why would you ever
Okay,
want to eat that
cool.
sand?
Bad news is because of that, I don't think I'll be able to fit the criterion. I got a small pouch of it.
Just,
You can't.
just
you
pretend
are,
it's
no,
Coke.
You can't.
Why?
Did
'Cause we already
find
did your
a
arm.
way to somehow
Yeah.
mechanically grant
Why
it,
not?
Tosh.
If
What?
you light one of the things, you can't light two of them.
How do we know that though?
Except
The-
I lit
the
two of
shirt,
them.
we-
But
It
then
didn't
it's-
work
but
for her either.
Well, I was going to say, I will say on the shirt one, yes, it also didn't work for Melody, so that was the idea, like the unconscious didn't work. We could try a small little bit and see if someone can take on two effects.
I think I'd rather have like one or two people be real fucked up for this than have all us be a little.
I'm
I
not
just
making a
cannot
decision.
I don't think
imagine
that's up to
that
us.
that's gotta work.
I just got a bag of sand. If someone wants to do a little bit of some
I'll
sand,
just fucking do it.
holy shit.
shotgun some sand.
Everything's just.
How much are you eating? Disgusting.
At least a handful.
At least.
I'm just
You're-
gonna grab a handful and just do
Amba's
it.
words echo in the back of your head.
The black sand.
When
I
we
got
first
the
met
impression-
Chiz, and he's like, "Stay away from the
I did.
sand."
I got the impression that Chismar only picked up about a handful. Like,
I know.
Oh.
she's like, oh, only the whole thing.
I thought he said he filled up a
Has a
bag.
handful.
That's
Ember
full
pulls
bag.
up all
Pouch.
the
Yeah.
Chismar takes a pinch and starts to go over, and Ember just
Grabs
grabs
it.
it.
Basically, yeah. I'm like, well, fuck.
I'm tired of fucking talking. We're doing.
My other thought was
And
like,
then she does it.
I'm partially also immune, so it might not affect
Might not work
me
on
as
you.
much.
Yeah. All right. So
That's
Ember's
why.
gonna eat some
That's why I
sand.
did it.
Ember's doing it.
Oh
So how are you ingesting it? Are you touching it?
yeah, I just grab it.
Oh.
Well, okay, he said it's in a pouch, so
It
I
is in
grab the pouch and I
You
just.
just.
Okay, so you only take
Yeah.
one point of damage. So
Only 1 point of damage? That's not bad at all.
One section of damage.
Oh.
go ahead and roll
One type
roll
of thing.
con save. You're
Oh.
gonna really want to pass this.
I'm so good at that. Let's see, what we feeling? Not you. We're doing this one. Give me some luck, Fulton. No, don't touch it. Just blow up.
No. You need the bad juju. You need
Oh.
the touch.
That's fair. 13.
Doesn't seem like the best number when you're eating fucking toxic sand, but you know.
Hey, you know the stars are aligning right now, okay?
Are they?
We're gonna find out.
Mercury somewhere.
In the sand.
I'll roll my
hopefully.
baby.
And
20 this
Gatorade.
time. Gatorade.
Ember just dies.
I mean, there's really no better way to say this. But if you could possibly fathom the idea of material melting through you on the inside, that's what's happening.
Okay.
Imagine you're a xenomorph, except you're not immune to your own
Rolling
blood.
dice. Rolling dice isn't important. This is gonna down you.
Okay.
As you see it dribble through the bottom of her.
Oh!
You're
That's
down. You're unconscious. You're not dead.
Did it get lit?
No.
That's not a disease in any way, shape, or form.
You just killed her.
That's just eating acid.
Well, no, what about the one that we said like goes unconscious or whatever?
We think
We
it's
already
I
looked
think it's exhausted.
I'm gonna message Maud and
I'm
I'm
definitely
gonna
gonna
say
be when I
I'm
wake
gonna
up.
put your hand on Ember and I need you to heal her. Okay?
Church dives in the way, just in time.
She ate a bunch of sand.
Why the fuck is she in a bunch of sand?
Okay.
Echoing in the
Okay, so I guided Maud's
Yeah, Maud's just
hand
shouting out loud.
and I put them on Ember.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are there a bunch of holes in her?
It's not a bunch of holes.
She's
It's
one
just a
hole.
single
She's
hole
fully
now.
liquid.
Oh, I hate that.
Like my torso is in half right now.
Whenever you
Fucking
pull your
mermaid
hands
man.
away, it's just like
Goes right
goo.
through me every time.
I don't know what's in that sand, but I'm highly.
His gas gets poured.
Yeah.
I'm very
able to bring
intolerant.
It's just kidding.
That'd be able to bring you back up. How many lay on hand points are you giving her?
I will.
Oh, I guess
I don't have an idea. Like I will just like.
She's down.
Okay, I give her half, which I believe I have 60.
I had 100 hit points.
You have 0 now.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'll give her half.
Yeah,
Hey, you're about to have 30.
I guess 101.
Yeah,
That's funny.
makes sense.
That's a lot.
So you get
I'm not
60
so
points
squishy.
back.
I get 60?
Okay.
Wait, no, I have 60.
Oh.
Unless that is not updating correctly. Paladin level times 5. So,
How do you have 100
Yeah, you have
hit
60.
points? I have 87.
yeah.
I have
'Cause he's
84
got
plus
con.
10.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking Ember as a
Cool.
wizard.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I have a lot.
I'm not counting my 10 points.
You know, I had the 10.
Alright, well,
Push me at 101.
that thought
That's
sucks.
annoying.
Does
Yeah, that
anyone
was
want
a
to?
great idea.
Anyone else want to have more sand, or want to think of a different way to put disease?
So
on
how many
somebody?
did you give me?
30.
I could do it again.
The potential exhaustion.
Fucking do it again.
I mean, I'm willing to. I'm
You
willing to
can
let you do that.
exhaust.
Chisholm,
I was
make
gonna
a-
say you can do it to me.
Chisholm, go ahead and make a medicine check here, or a nature check. Actually, nature check's better.
30.
Or anyone who's from this continent, make a nature check.
Hey,
I'm from this continent.
that's a me.
3.
Can I do it with disadvantage?
Oh my
There's
God.
no way you would
That's
know.
a nat 1.
Oh, also, I
Why?
can't see or hear anything right now.
What did you say, nature?
Nature
Yeah.
check.
6.
I mean, I
You
am
got
from
a
this
fucking clue,
continent,
man.
but I don't.
I have no idea what kind of diseases, how these spread. The sand seems like the best way to do it. Shit.
I tried, guys.
You did your best. It's okay.
How'd you do that? I don't know.
Alright, so
What?
Demon.
with chase mechanics, you can dash consecutively on a turn a number of times equal to your con mod. Number times 3 plus your con mod.
So just
After
run.
that, you get exhaustion,
Okay. So just start doing laps.
basically.
That's what I said. Let's just run around
I was
a
gonna say I'm willing to do laps.
Oh, he's gonna get the zoom.
Whoever wants to do laps, they can do laps.
Yeah, I'll do
That's
laps
if the
because
GM allows that to happen, which
Will
I guess
that
we'll
work,
find out
Andy?
after we do the thing, because that's been the name of the game.
Well, I'll ask you this on a mechanic. How like sturdy do you feel inside?
What's your con
I know
mod?
+2.
I also have a +2. Okay,
I know. My
good.
whole thing is this is your god, so I feel like you're already going to be crippled in
I
some
mean,
way.
you're not wrong, but I don't want to make everyone else get their shit rocked. Listen, I'm not gonna stop you if you want to take some laps while
Well,
I
and
figure out
I
how
have
to disease somebody.
really, really good pluses on all of my
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
ability skills, and so I feel like
On the first level, exhaustion's not that bad.
so. I'll just start sprinting.
Ellie just starts doing laps.
I take off my leather jacket to do it.
You said what? It's 3 plus your con is how many times you can do it in a row?
Okay, so I go 5.
5. So
On the
30
sixth.
seconds. After 30 seconds of sprinting,
Yeah, that sounds about right. To exhaust you.
what happens? how does
Sounds
Melanie
about
feel
right.
after 30 seconds of laps at full speed?
Just going for the sake of just killing your going
Stamina.
straight hit exercise, killing yourself. And just make a con save.
I'm just doing burpees.
You're just doing a pacer test.
That's a natural one.
Burpees.
Oh,
There
God.
it is.
With enough go about it this, you do gain a point of exhaustion.
Nice.
And
I
Razor.
did what I did whenever I ran the actual 5K, where I was like, whenever you reach the end, you can sit down.
I guess all of a sudden Melanie just sits over in a corner. It's like, okay.
I'm like,
It lights up. Please.
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 You, a different reaction. A slow smoke billows from it.
so.
You have to do it again.
I'm so tired.
You're gonna have to
I'll
do
take a
it
sip from my canteen and I'll fucking do it again.
Another 30
You can
seconds.
do it, Melody.
I don't know how.
As you begin just seeing stars running, make one more con save for me, please.
Alright, 2 also exhaustion. That's dangerous.
Hold on.
That's what I had for a bit.
That's where it starts to get not fun.
Cut your speed in half.
6.
With 2 levels of exhaustion, the brazier lights.
Alright, so now we just need someone to get sick.
I've been trying over here,
Cheers,
man.
come here. Start
Come
coughing
on,
in your
Come on! Do I catch the common cold?
You look like the kids.
I put a feather on my nose and sneeze on your
Ew.
Do I the common cold.
How's Beckett feeling today?
Not great.
No, I'm like,
He
health
died
wise.
yesterday.
Is that the
twice.
flu or is it a hangover?
He has a hangover right now.
Those are your options.
He's definitely not good.
Fulton, if you can roll a nat 1 for me on this.
What?
If you can roll a nat 1 on your freaking D20, I'll give you a disease
If
from
he
this.
gets a 20, though, he becomes immune to disease for 24.
You never need
Never
a nat
catch a
one
cold.
more. 2!
Oh no!
Come on!
But he has a -1.
No, I do not. I get a +2.
God damn you.
That was so close.
Bad kitty.
Got it all in his eyes and shit. This poor guy. You know, if he wasn't so acclimated with sickness in general, it probably would have got him.
Damn it.
Me after us after the first year teaching. Damn it.
No, because this is a dead end. We gotta turn back.
If someone once Chismar comes back out, I'll make him roll one more.
Lying on my back on the floor.
I'm like trying to fan you.
Well,
I got half a pack of cigarettes if someone wants to try to down them and get cancer.
Immediate cancer.
Was
One of
all.
I'll say anyone who's really had a good conversation with Amba can make
Aw.
another nature check for me.
Ooh.
I was just
I
gonna
feel
say,
like I
I have
could do
a really
that.
dumb idea that probably won't
16.
work.
A 16. It honestly, the fact that Shizamar didn't figure this out is wild to you. But the whole reason behind his job from moving dead bodies out of the city is because they
they're
cause.
Okay, so I'm laying flat on the ground and my hand just raises.
Yes, Melody.
We have to touch a corpse.
Literally, Chismar sits for a minute and just goes, "How the fuck did I not think of that?" At this point, this is my little. Do I know the nearest spot for a dead body? Are there any in here?
Make a perception check.
No.
That's like so many sarcophagi on the way here.
Weren't there a ton of like skeletons?
It's a 9.
There's a whole room.
I'll say if we did
In
pet some
fact,
syrup guy,
when
we'll
I
go do
think
that.
of the situation we're in, all I can see is a bonfire and a pile of rib cages next to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hate this game.
Nine.
Yeah, I guess I'll go back to where we fell in because there were a bunch of bones in there, right?
Yeah.
Any actual corpses?
Bones where you have to gnaw
I'll
on
grab a
them.
bone and just like start fighting it.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah.
Will you quit trying to hurt yourself? I'm not in there. I don't know.
Well, I'll like grab it and run back in.
Okay, you're running back.
Was it in your mouth?
Yeah.
Like a dog.
So you start, and you're easily able to puncture through this brittle calcium into like the sinew of this like mummified marrow
Bad bone marrow.
that gets just stuck under your tongue for a moment.
Ooh.
And as it gets under your tongue, you feel like an eruption in your mouth. You feel like your tonsils cave in, and you feel your tongue begin to swell.
Anything light?
The final brazier lights up.
Hey.
My tongue's swollen and my arms just limp at the sight of
Does the miasma go away?
I do this.
The final brazier lit up.
Well done, team.
The doorway subsides and opens up.
Alright, our broken gang, let's go through a doorway.
Help me up.
I help you up. Oh shit.
I'm gonna message Maud. We're going inside.
Oh yeah, you can change it back now.
Are they all lit?
Yes.
Yeah, it's lit.
Okay. And then I'll change back. I'll give.
Church goes
Do
through before
not-
anybody changes
do
back.
No one,
Church runs through.
no one remove the terrible things they've done to themselves
who's
until
all-
we're
who's
through.
all
inside
Wait,
tunnel
wait, I
All
thought
of
it
us
was-
are.
I thought-
As soon
wait, I
as it
thought it was
clears,
implied
Church
that-
is moving through. She doesn't care about the rest of these people.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was implied that like once they're all lit up, then they stay lit. I will go. I will just follow everybody's lead then, or Chiz's lead.
No. No one fix themselves until we are into a safe
Church steps
location.
in the doorway to cast another cure wounds on herself.
Church
Pushes her middle back above it.
That's for betraying Russell alone, bitches.
Honestly, I'm pretty damn close to already being halfway down.
Damn.
Could have just taken that from church. Well, it's because you have strong ass elbows.
Evidently.
Made of adamant.
I think it's just that Chiz is bad at everything.
Yeah.
I was doing good damage on him. I think it would have been fine had someone just failed his fucking saving throw.
Those are God's chosen elbows.
Sorry, I'm just better than you.
That's
So
true.
instead, you had to have your arm disintegrated.
I imagine like the Harry Potter thing.
That's what I was about to say. Like, you have to knock me bones left.
That's what I said when it happened.
I didn't hear you.
Well, yeah, your ears are covered in skin.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's why I didn't laugh all the time.
Okay. The whole group is in their sorry state. Navigate. Is Melody the only one? Oh no, even Melody got hurt.
I'm exhausted.
Wait, the only
Twice.
person that didn't.
Well,
I think Chizumar's the only person that didn't
And
take
Ember.
any. No, Ember got boiled through.
yeah.
What are you talking about? I died.
For no
She
reason.
just did.
I straight up
She
died.
doesn't have a
I just didn't
lasting
actually contribute
affliction.
anything.
Mob lucked out that he had a special ability to undo his. Everyone else has to spend some shit to fix theirs.
Yeah. Ember got a simplified digestive system.
Yeah, I died for y'all. Just remember that.
I died twice yesterday. Don't brag.
Hey.
To be fair,
Like-
I also brought you up, so.
Like Jesus, you died for our sins.
Okay, I assume that if we're all in, somebody signaled to me that it is okay.
Yes.
To, okay.
As I say, once we feel like we're in a safe spot, we can slowly.
As you finally go through this tunnel and it leads to this immense stairway that just leads deep down to the throat of
I
this
go,
temple. You guys begin trudging downward,
Now
And
I'm gonna take a
just not knowing when it's possibly safe for this miasma to go away. But eventually, it breaks out into this huge, like next to pitch black, open basement area. Your ankles up to there in liquid.
Great.
The only thing, well, the people that can see, are ever so many feet spaced out from each other in perfect symmetry are these pillars that just go up and collide with the ceiling, however far up that is. But you guys break out into this room here and you see just kind of the exit of this tunnel kind of look very similar to the tunnel that you entered in. You can risk it.
The simple way we can try it. I'm gonna tap Maud. I'm gonna tap his ears. Of like, try and basically like hand signal like open your ears up.
I can just.
No, I'm already
message
changed
him.
back at this
Fixed
point.
it.
Yeah, somebody, I don't know who specifically, but I
Anything happen as he does that?
The hallway behind you closes back up. But
we're
you
fine.
guys are safe.
All right.
Hey,
Cool.
Mom, can you get my blood puzzle in the back?
Yeah. Can you clean him up?
yeah.
Just 5.
Doesn't his thing
I-
also do
I
exhaustion?
look at Chiz and I say I don't
Only greater restoration.
I don't have prestidigitation.
Leon hands him just for a tiny
You
bit.
said clean him up. That's a different thing entirely, and I lay on hands.
I liked you
Not
better
wrong.
when you were.
Okay,
blind.
because
Not wrong.
okay, you are fixing him. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give him the rest of my land.
Oh
Blood
my god.
unties the
Oh
blood.
fucking. So is that another 30?
What the fuck happened to you? Yeah, it's
No.
You do remember the words of Amba. A few days of that, your tongue would have fallen off for good.
All right.
And I'm assuming my
It's
arm's still
glove.
broken.
Yeah, unless you want to have another way to fix that.
Okay.
You're fine.
That's fine.
You can be one arm for a little bit.
This is my
Yeah.
this is my sword.
That's why we
sword
broke
arm.
the other arm.
That's why I held it out.
Yeah. Just no attacking with a bonus action.
No offhand.
And climbing is going to be a disadvantage.
Ugh.
I
So
actually
it's
think
grappling.
that-
What if I did mending? Can I do mending?
You can try.
I don't think mending
People,
works on boats.
people give mending so much, like, they're like, does mending do anything? Does it?
does
Yeah,
what
be
it
an
says it does.
artificer and use constructs, and then mending's fucking great.
Yeah,
mending's a great spell at that point.
I'm trying.
Cut off your arm, and we'll move an MAD in there.
All right.
And then-
Does it look like, as we see these pillars, this fucking shit liquid and everything, does this give off the appearance of another puzzle?
Or are we just gonna have to walk through some pillars and hope we don't get killed?
There is?
There's an extension for version 2 that has a lost limb
Amazing.
feature.
Nice.
I want to see what it does.
Make a perception check, anyone who wants to.
Church is just walking forward. Church is
Okay.
Doesn't show up.
Just staying straight down the middle then?
Yeah.
21.
21!
If you're walking just straight down the middle, eventually the symmetry breaks a bit and there's a thicker pillar just straight in the middle that's like blocking the way for you here.
Guys, the path is blocked.
Well, it's not. I mean, you can walk around. It's just a pillar. It's just like dead. In the
Guys,
center.
there's a larger pillar in the middle
It's
of
just
the
a
path.
pillar. What do you mean?
I got a 19.
A 19. Do you have a dark vision?
No.
Okay.
21 with dark vision.
21 without them.
I forgot to.
Church is gonna start walking from the pillar.
Or just
I
your
mean-
perception.
Yes.
You're easily able to ID what Church is looking at,
Cool. I'll head towards it.
and with dark vision as well, you can see there is a ceiling, but it goes up a good 20 feet or so.
Bed. Alright, looks like it's safe to go forward for now.
Just put her
Okay.
leg.
Alright, I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
Literally, like, see, it's like
Yeah.
I'm on a lead.
I like it.
The
No,
six of
yes.
you walk through this
Why is your tongue so rough?
this stale area here. The sound of your footprints splashing along the water is very ominous. Making your way towards this pillar in the center. Anyone want to investigate it?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
I'm too distracted just swinging my broken arm.
Ah!
11.
So dramatic. It's a 16 on the die.
15.
Investigation, I'm great at
Only
that.
by that 'cause
That's
it's
a,
rolled
that's a
cheap.
5
That's a
roll
dirty
motto.
20.
A dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
I'm just distracted swinging my broken arm around.
Why are you doing that?
Beck, stop.
It's fun.
You're gonna
It's his
just hurt
arm.
him
That's
more.
gotta hurt so bad.
That's his arm.
I feel like he should at least take a couple points of damage every time he
Doesn't
swings
even
it.
fling it around.
Doesn't
It's
hurt.
his arm.
Swings into a pillar. Stops for a moment. Vomits. It's fine.
Just excruciating pain for a
Just because I disintegrated every bone in your arm. Your arm is literally just like a noodle filled with tiny little bone fragments.
Yeah, the real black sand is inside of Hostle's arm.
Hostile.
Not Hostle.
Who's
Fuck,
hostile with
damn.
the stuff
Trader's
in there?
arm. Beckett's arm.
Why have so many names?
I don't know. Makes it confusing.
Another.
That's why you do.
Yeah, it'd be better if he was nameless.
No one.
Mud has a panic attack.
And dies.
Should have done that earlier.
What? I should have died earlier, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. About 90 episodes ago.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be better off dead.
She just like runs her hand over the scar that Maud's there. I never want to do that again.
No.
Fireworks are going off in the dark.
He's here.
Just raise my
Yeah.
arm.
I think we're getting closer.
Stop it. How do you?
Honestly,
how do
the
you
explosions in the
erase it?
distance are kind of good ambience for the scene. When you really think about it.
Oh, Kyle, did your wife tell you that I'm going to see Jurassic Park with him?
When are you gonna go?
I think next weekend.
Okay. You see all the cool movies with him.
I know. Well, you said you didn't want to see Jurassic Park, and I said let's go
I didn't
see
say
it.
that. I said I said I did actually. But whatever, sure.
Oh. I think we're
Now I'm
see-
gonna message them. They're in trouble.
Do it. Yeah, I saw a thing like an ad today for the Screen X, and they're showing it Screen X. I was like, hey, so yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
As you
Because of your cats.
observe this here with your Amber's the first to notice this. Those who got at least above a 10 will notice there's 4 perfect grooves that kind of make the circumference of this all even height. They're like, they look to be buttons, but they look like they're already pushed in all the way. Interacting with them doesn't make it go any forward. Amber's the first to clock another piece of text, once again in Rootsian. Do you read it?
I'll read it to myself first.
Oh.
I don't need anybody throwing themselves off a fucking cliff or swallowing sand immediately. I know what it says.
Weren't you the one that swallowed the sand?
I didn't say that out loud.
And swallow sand.
This is really explicit this time. It adjusts based on how well you did the
You
first
read
one.
it in this sinister tone. You feel, behold, your path beyond the door is sealed. The walls below will rise, the path revealed. Across the lake, the pieces lay in wait. To reach them all, the whole must separate.
Uh-oh. We gotta split the party. Please, 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 please.
Kayla, I'm so excited to wear this to work.
So sorry that they did not make it during Pride.
It's okay. Pride's always in my heart.
You know what this means? Split the party.
Alright. Church starts walking.
I start walking a different way.
Okay, so you're ultimately splitting different. What's your configuration? Are you all going in different directions, or?
Church will just keep walking forward.
Okay.
It just says to split it. Like, we don't have to all go
All
off
walk
in
it,
separate
yeah.
directions. I think that at least one pairing is pretty set in stone.
Okay.
What
I'm going to assume these guys are staying together. Anyone else, or is it going to be a split of 5 then?
I think I'm taken from Church's idea and not really talking to anyone. I see her start walking, and so I'm like, all right. I start walking towards another pillar.
With you looking in a specific direction, the first thing you do is you just finally hit the back wall of this place. It's just this sealed. It kind of looks like the same kind of door in which you left, the door you entered with the miasma in it, but it's completely bricked over. It's sealed up.
You said there were a bunch of pillars around
There's
here, right?
hundreds of them. Like, within each, yeah.
I'll just like pick one that's like, kind of like, if she walked this way, I'm gonna walk like 90 degrees
Okay.
left this another way.
Okay, so separate in a different direction. I'll keep that in mind. For this case, everyone roll an investigation check once again.
Gonna be
See
passive.
if you find something first.
Let's do the thing.
That was really bad.
It's
Good.
an
Well,
11.
eight of one. 18.
18, huh?
11.
14.
I also got 11.
You being the first to reach the back wall, that's kind of where you start beginning your perimeter search, okay? So I'm at the wall, might as well just comb the walls here and see what I can do. Eventually making your way all the way to one of the corners. You find one of the pillars in this corner a little bit different. There's a button on it, and this button is not pushed in.
Push it in.
A beats, the beats, nothing.
Guys, I found a button. It was way out here in the corner.
Did you push it?
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know.
And it's just pitch black, just with this, it's so scary.
Nothing immediately happened on this. I'll go check to see if the door did anything. And Church will start walking back towards the door.
I'm assuming it's like in Trials where y'all have to
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm assuming that too. But Church doesn't know that. And Church has an 8 intelligence.
Same. I want to go to whichever one is the closest to me and then just like hug it because I'm tired.
Just go up to a
And just
random
like
pillar.
feel, yeah, and just feel it to see if I can feel anything.
What was your investigation?
12.
Not on this one, at least. You know, although
I
you're
just
not
go.
really being super detailed.
Let's go.
Alright, you're just out in the middle of the lake, just kind of touching. They're probably not.
I have a torch and I'm just kind of walking around. with
Oh yeah, my
colors.
dancing
what was your roll?
light.
11.
Okay, who all got above a 10?
11.
Oh, you guys did okay then.
Yeah.
No, Ember is just.
I've got my dancing lights, but
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
but
see
you're
shit.
otherwly just in the middle of this
That's it.
horrifying abyssal
Like,
lake with
everyone's
pillars
leaving
around
me.
you. I could say with these guys next in line to find something interesting.
Do we find a button?
You guys are in the same. So, once again, reaching the corner, I'd say this is like direct opposite of the way you heard Churchill's voice. You find another pillar with another button on it.
Church, we found a button of our own.
Am I back by the door?
And you stay like, you're at the door at this point, yeah.
Alright, press it.
I pressed it.
A beat.
Nothing.
We might have to press our buttons at the same time. Go back to your button.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
Eventually,
Everybody
You
else who
coming
finds a
around
button,
with this.
please stay at your button.
find a corner of your own. And a button is on that one.
I found a button.
Good deal. Hang on to that
And
for
we're
a
really
minute.
far from each other.
I'm just pushing it really a lot.
No, that might fuck things up. Stop doing
At
that.
this point,
I'm pushing it with my broken arm and it hurts really
Guys, I think I
bad.
took the wrong turn. I just see a clock with an infinity
Just
symbol
vomiting
in the
everywhere
center
you
of
go.
it. I don't understand.
What? What is that?
Nature's right.
I was like,
What if there's 6 buttons?
oh, the freaking.
Well, then we got a problem. We're
Did
gonna
you get
hope
your
that
scepter?
that's happening.
I got my stuff here. I'm gonna say eventually you and Melody both meet up again, Amber. You see,
Okay.
follow the lights. This languid.
You see me just
Poor
hugging it with
chick.
my eyes closed.
Oh,
Like
I
drooling
feel
a
you.
little bit.
Meet up. Go ahead and once again either do it with advantage or both roll one more time. Or you
Well,
can use
I have a +4.
You do it with advantage because I have disadvantage on everything anyway.
Melody goes maybe like not in the corners that they're.
Oh.
I'm like, I think.
Advantage doesn't matter when you roll like shit. It's 11.
11's over 10, so.
Oh,
Well, you're able to. DC's lower because you know everyone's in a
God.
corner at this point.
So where's going to the one corner that's not covered?
Where you're not hearing bickering. It's like it's far away.
finally.
Dude, you're bitching.
My arm hurts from pushing this button.
And
He's
so,
pushing it with the broken arm.
That's what it says.
Ow! Ow!
I just hammered him on. Sometimes I really hate these guys.
I'm
I don't-
switching to my forehead.
Is there something?
I don't know. Yeah, because
Is
how
there-
do you
is
feel like
there,
you
like,
could
something
if you have
wrong
no
with him?
bones?
I don't
Okay.
know, man.
Like,
Alright.
you eventually
Just like
reach your way into this dark corner and you find a pillar, you two, once again, with a button closed on the side of it sticking out.
Nice.
Mental
I'm just-
group message. Everybody press your buttons.
I
You're
already
probably definitely too far for it. You guys get the idea. You're just clicking your buttons.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna click it and hold it.
Everyone
I'm just
press!
gonna lean into it and snooze for a second.
Water
That
begins to
sounds
undulate.
promising.
Suddenly, all around you, in every which direction, walls rise between the pillars.
it is what
Suddenly-
happened.
Yeah, it did say this
Oh
was
no,
gonna
the
happen.
thing he was doodling for an hour earlier.
You are no longer in an empty lake. You're separated in a maze, and we'll end there.
That's
To say it
amazing.
is
Fuck.
not
Shut up.
You-
Oh, that was awesome.
Cornery.
As in May.
Oh. Andrew, do you want to have a session next week or no?
It's entirely up to you. You're.
I'm gonna be gone.
I think
If you
we
guys
can.
want to do it without me, it's fine. I'm exhausted, so you
I-
can just
I-
say that I go to
I
bed
like.
night.
I like to see like. I like this puzzle, but you guys, if it's not like anything super lore related, it's gonna be going
And I'll
on.
be gone the week after, so.
God damn. I'll be probably gone the week after then.
Oh,
I
shit.
gotta.
Oh
I
damn,
got
who's gonna DM?
the crew.
I got this.
Who's gonna
Oh shit!
Guess I'm the DM now.
Oh,
The
please.
eye of Ono opens up. 16 titties fall.
So yeah, so if you want to still just have one next week without me,
Never
that's
feel
totally
into
fair.
I can be you. I have no home.
I give no one permission to play.
I'm so
I've lived on this
angsty.
street for my whole
Why does she
life.
still have the Irish accent?
dip do I have to fall into to get a corn dog?
I do such good impressions of everyone. My Ember impression was.
Hey, pretty accurate.
Not
Oh,
wrong.
now do Chismar.
That's really good, actually. It's
Okay,
really
what's
good.
mine?
Oh, no, I'll see. I'll see.
Truly.
No. On rail, the
Every
play.
single
Yeah.
Just does need to be foghorn leghorn.
Which, again, wasn't my intention when I started doing it, but is what it
I'll
kind of
tell you, I did not put that sand there. I
say you should have the sand now.
We're gonna shut.
Again,
broadcast
I
off.
know I priced this last time we did this joke. This is funnier to me because that is my father's ringtone.
Just freaking foghorn.
My
I
dad's
said there's
my
something
dad's
wrong.
ringtone when someone calls him is foghorn leghorn.
What a
I
wild
said
Just
there's
bad
something
move.
wrong with the boy who don't eat sand.
I said that boy ain't right.